Welcome to Friends at the Table, an actual play podcast focused on smart characterization, critical world building, and fun interaction between your good friends. I am your host today, Jack DeKeat, and this is a live at the table, except it's not actually live. This is live to tape. It's going out.
We're doing audio logs.
We're doing audio logs. It's going out, hopefully, on New Year's Day. I spent my New Year's evening at the swankiest party, and at midnight, I kissed a stranger.
Wow.
I'm joined by Keith J. Carberry. How did you spend your New Year's Eve?
I got lost wandering the expansive streets of Providence, Rhode Island, and found a locked door that opened only for me to find a party for one already set up.
Wow, what was in it? How was it a party for one? Was it just things you like?
It had all the accoutrement of a party, but no one else was there.
Were you afraid of the poison possibility?
Not until you said that.
Okay. Well, maybe it's a slow-acting poison, or we're podcasting with a ghost. Also joining us, Sylvi Bullet.
Hey, for my New Year's, I was working. I was once again inside the New Year's ball at Times Square, running on the.
Are you why it goes so slow?
Listen, dude, they got me on a hamster wheel in there. It's manual. This is a very old contraption.
I see. So
and it's very cramped. So, like, be nice to me. This is all I have to put up with this every year.
Dude, how many times has someone said that they heard about the ball dropping before they actually saw it, and then when they saw it, it was the most disappointing thing they've ever seen in their life?
I don't know, but they're hurting my feelings. I'm trying.
Sorry.
I can only run so fast.
They should make the ball go down with alacrity.
It should be fully gravitational.
Guys, I've been pushing for this for years. I've been like, can I just get a lever to flip? And they keep saying, run. They keep telling me
they should drop
run.
it from a plane, and it should take 10 seconds. It should land in the middle of Times Square.
I agree. Let's bomb New York every New Year's.
Well, now, hang on. This is a live at the table, which means that we are playing a game mostly unedited. I'm going to clip out breaks that we take and stuff. This is the advantage of live to tape. Also, if you're listening to this on the podcast feed, you are hearing a very lightly edited version. If you are unfamiliar with live at the tables, they tend to be a little looser than general Friends at the Table stuff. This is where we got things like, God, was America's Playground a live at the table? That was not, right? That was just Bluff City.
The live at the table that I think of a lot lately is, I think maybe one of the more recent ones we've done, because it's been a minute, is the was it Unincorporated, Keith? Was that the game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Unincorporated.
The supermarket.
The
supermarket. And Bluff Zoo.
Oh,
Bluff
and Bluff Zoo.
Bluff Zoo was also live. Yeah, that's a good shout. I always think of that as a Bluff City canon, but it was alive at the table. There's a whole playlist of these on our YouTube channel, by the way.
Yeah, and we've sort of we trailed off making them for a while. The last year, in terms of like the amount of Friends at the Table that we are making and the intricacy involved, it got fairly intense.
Doubled.
Yeah, we sort of thought making Realis would be a bit like making Bluff City, but Realis is so peculiar and intricate that what it actually ended up feeling like was making 2 full seasons simultaneously.
And then also we've got the 2 other shows too on top of it.
Yeah. But we're going to try and do some more of this. We're going to try and get back to it. It's not a thing that we're going to set like a schedule for, like a viewer-facing schedule for. But over the course of 2026, we'd like to get back to more of these.
Yeah, my big issue is that for the last year and a half or 2 years, I've been like, we should do more live at the table, but also I don't want to host it. So it's not, it doesn't help push the ball forward.
Someone should do something about this, but
someone should do something about this, not me. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Today we are going to be playing the Locked Room Murder Mystery Game, a game by Adam Bell with cover art by Sasha Lee. This game is in Ashcan, so it is sort of in playtesting, and you can get it for free at lockedroomgame.com. We're playing on a very fancy Miro board that was set up by Adam, and we are also going to be using playingcards.io to draw a tableau of playing cards.
Good word, tableau.
Thank God for tableaus.
Yeah.
I love
The
a
French really
locked
cooked
room
with that one.
murder mystery. I love it so much. And at the same time, whenever one happens, I feel the same kind of pang that I feel when I remember that because magic isn't real, magic tricks often have very prosaic outcomes. Where, like, you know, in a locked room, assuming that magic doesn't exist, there are only a few possible ways. You know, it's either the room wasn't locked, the person was in the room already, it was a slow-acting poison, etc. But nevertheless, every single time, I'm drawn back to them.
You should jump into the Ace Attorney series. They could put some stank on their locked room murder mysteries now and then.
On the off chance that you, the viewer listener, are not familiar with the particular conceit of a locked room murder mystery, Sylvie, could you explain what it is?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of in the name, right? It's basically it's a trope within detective fiction. I think like Sherlock Holmes even had one, right? Was maybe the originator even, or oh no, sorry, I'm looking it up now. The Murders in the Rue Morgue was
was that our dear friend
the first
Edgar?
locked room mystery. That was our dear friend Edgar. But basically, a locked room murder mystery is a mystery wherein someone is killed and the room that they are killed in has been locked from, I believe, the inside. Correct?
Yeah.
And it's seemingly an impossible crime. Like there's no clear way that the perpetrator entered and exited the room. I feel like I remember like there's like a lot of riddles related around this. There's one about like melting ice and stuff like that. But I mostly just think of it as someone did some shenanigans to get someone dead
in a way that seems impossible.
Yeah, it really
I feel
is.
like this
you
is
described it as a magic trick, and now I'm like trying to figure out a way to describe it other than a magic trick, and I can't because it really is the sort of like it's a sleight of hand murder mystery in a lot of ways.
I think the visual trope of it that's most common in like American fiction these days is the dinner party murder mystery.
In what way?
I just think like someone suddenly dies in the middle of a dinner party.
Does that count as a locked room? I'm not sure.
I think the house is the locked room. It's a bigger stage.
I see. Sure. Yeah. At that point, you're like, well, it must have been one of us. That's, I suppose,
Right,
a kind
it's
of
one of
locked
us.
room mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, everyone here at the table, we're the suspects. You know, that's the.
It could be.
It could be any of us.
It could be any of us. This is a game where we are going to be assembling a gang
Is the
of.
thing a locked room murder mystery?
Is the thing a locked room
I think it
murder
is.
mystery?
I don't.
And the lock is the ice.
Yeah, it's that no one could get in or out of the compound because of the ice.
Yeah, I don't know, but I do want to watch the thing again.
Yeah. Oh, it's the perfect time of year for it.
It is the perfect time of year for
Well,
it.
I
They
watched
should.
I watched that last year during a blizzard with my little brother who had never seen it. Incredible
wow.
time. Incredible time.
If you want to see weird, gooey nightmares, boy, do I have a movie for you.
Does our friend Mr. Carpenter have a flick for you?
Does he? John Carpenter really loves to put gooey nightmares in many of his movies, but The Thing is the gooeyest, I feel. All right.
You can also watch that one episode of Ghost Rider where that weird gum man comes to life.
Are there any gooey guys in the X-Files?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, the Fluke
Jack
is
doesn't
pretty
know about
gooey,
the
right?
Fluke Man. Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, have you seen the Fluke yet?
No, but I know about the Fluke from Cultural Osmosis.
The Fluke
Okay,
is
we've talked about the
classic.
Fluke, but maybe not directly.
Have you? I mean, it's pretty early in the show. The guy who can like slip through.
That's like
tiny-
episode 3.
That's
I've seen
episode
him.
1.
He's also
or
a
2.
slimy guy. He's also a very slimy guy.
He's also one of the only like 3 or 4 repeat.
Eugene Toombs. That's his
Yeah,
name.
he's
Great villain.
He's going to come back. But for now, I am going to take us over. Oh, we should play the game.
Should be the game.
I'm going to take us over to the game overview here in the rules. If we go to the game overview tab, let's go ahead and just talk these through. I will read this game overview page, and then someone else should read We can skip key terms because I think it'll come up. Someone else should. We should do key terms.
This is on the not on the Miro. This is on the.
This is in the rules themselves. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Using these rules. The rules to this game are designed to be read aloud as you progress through the game. Each of the categories in the sidebar represent a new phase of the game. When you start a new phase of the game, go over all of the rules pages contained within, and then begin play. When that phase ends, move to the next one and go over its rules. Then, flow of the game. The Locked Room Murder Mystery game follows a set structure inspired by the general formula of Golden Age detective novels. 1. Meet the suspects. In this phase, we'll choose a case file. These are essentially like fiasco-style sort of like packets of information, and mix and match the building blocks of suspects provided until we have a whole cast of characters, each as likely to be murdered as they are to be a murderer. Each suspect will go on its own card and arranged in a grid in the journal. This grid, which looks very fancy and kind of sci-fi, honestly. This combination of like rounded squares and things.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
2. The lead up. We'll take turns drawing cards and writing chapters, that is to say playing scenes, that progress the story forward. Each chapter adds a clue to the journal that will be critically important later, if only our suspects knew how to interpret them. During this phase, a game piece called The Killer will move around between the different suspect cards in the journal. This is something I find fascinating, and I'm so curious to see how this game handles, which is that we are finding clues before the murder has happened. So we're sort of painting the target around the arrow in a kind of way, which I think is probably how the game is going to try and generate a mystery, in that like we're putting down clues before we start drawing the clues together. 3.
That's fun.
The Locked Room Murder. Once the cards drawn in the lead-up form a full house, that is to say, a pair and a 3 of a kind, the suspect whose card the killer rests on is found murdered in a locked room, and our mystery begins. We'll determine where they're found and add clues from the scene using the cards we drew and the case file we're playing with. 4. The Investigation. We'll once again draw cards and write more chapters as the game piece called The Sleuth begins its dance across the journal. This represents a great detective slowly unraveling the case, updating the clues as they investigate the way each one links to the suspects around it. The killer will continue moving through the journal as well, and will imperil our suspects and potentially enact plots against their lives. 5. The Summation. Once the cards drawn in the investigation form a full house, the suspect the killer rests on at that point is revealed to be the culprit in the summation. We'll tie together the clues to the newly revealed identity of the culprit, emulating the parlor room scene where all secrets are revealed. At that point, the game is over. Okay, let's do the key terms quickly, because as we get through the rules, they'll keep coming up, and I think it's worth saying. Keith, do you want to read this one?
Sure. Chapter, the basic unit of play, a scene dictated by a player on their turn to drive the story forward. Journal, the grid of dry erase cards containing all of the suspects and clues important to the case. Suspect, a character with a card in the journal. Each suspect can turn out to be the culprit and or the victim. Clue, a piece of evidence on a card in the journal, can be physical evidence, a conversation someone had, the weather, or anything else that pertains to the case. Question, the space in the journal between a suspect and a clue. The sleuth moves between questions. Killer, the game piece in the journal that represents the influence of the murderer. Sleuth, the game piece in the journal that represents the influence of the detective once the investigation begins. Culprit, the murderer as determined at the end of the investigation and proven during the summation. Victim, the murdered character discovered at the end of the lead-up. Tableau, the reference board for the current phase that stores the playing cards already drawn this round. These should be arranged by rank for easy reference. Rot, the twisted secret at the heart of the case. Peril, a token placed on suspects by the killer during the investigation. Plot, an attempted murder that may happen when adding a second peril to a suspect. Case file, a playset that includes a character table, causes of death, and crime scene clues.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Sylvi, do you want to read the introduction?
Sure. The story we are about to tell is one of mystery, murder, rumors, and disgrace. It's a convoluted tale of a detective in search of the who, how, and why of the most impossible type of crime, the locked room murder. With the victim of the crime found dead behind... Sorry, I added dead there. With the victim of the crime found behind closed and locked doors, the killer's escape from the room is as much of a mystery as their identity. While attempting to untangle the web of evidence and deception surrounding the case, our sleuth will uncover the twisted and troubling rot at the core of anything. Inspired by detective novels like The Mystery of the Yellow Room, Murder on the Orient Express, and the Honjin murders, our story and the mystery it revolves around will unravel as we play the game. We'll first learn all the relevant characters, each of whom may be a suspect. We'll play out and describe scenes called chapters as we trace the events leading up to the murder, and then continue writing chapters of our detective collecting clues from the crime scene and the secrets of all of the people involved, slowly putting the pieces of the puzzle together in their mind. As players and authors, we won't necessarily know how these pieces fit when we discover them, but we'll finally see the truth when the detective dramatically welcomes all involved to the summation exercise. This format allows us to be dramatic with our chapters, layering in clues and tidbits and theatrics without knowing exactly how it will connect in the end. We may know that Alfred briefed his wife and son about some clandestine plot in the limo ride to the gala, but not what sort of plot he had in mind. Perhaps we'll get a glimpse of Mr. Willard finding a threatening note that was slipped under the door of his study, but we don't yet know who authored it.
Okay. Game setup. This is obviously varies based on if you're playing online or in person. Because we are playing online, we are using a Miro board. Miro, since I last played, has bought into AI in a big way.
Boo!
And it can go fuck itself, as far as I'm concerned. Nevertheless, here we are. That is what it is to exist on the internet in 2026.
Yeah.
I can say 2026 because although it's 2025 when we're recording, yesterday, I kissed a stranger at midnight. We're
That was
also
a big ball.
we're also using playingcards.io to draw cards for our tableau. Who is? I can see another person's mouse in here, but
That's
I
me.
can't see two. I think Keith is not in playingcards.io yet.
Oh, let me see. Sorry, that is not a thing that's built into Miro?
No.
I have to go to... Oh, okay, I didn't understand that. I thought that was like a VST.
A
in
Miro VST. Okay. Stack the tableau boards next to the play area. That's these. Place the...
All right, what's the room code?
Oh, the room code is VTUT 8S.
Vitatates.
Vitatates.
And a Vitatates to you.
And a Vitatates to you.
And a Vitatates to you on this cold January day. Shuffle the playing cards and place them in the indicated spot on the tableau. Remember, the deck is 20 cards, ace to 5 in 4 suits. So we are playing with a dramatically reduced deck to make getting a full house much more likely, but kind of like paced, so we get some time before it. Set the peril tokens aside, as they won't be needed until the investigation begins. The peril tokens are here and look very scary.
Whoa.
Make sure everyone has access to a way to write on cards. You can just click on any of these things, and they are text boxes that you can fill in like this.
Where are the tokens?
The peril tokens are to the left of the journal.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Create the journal by laying down the clue and suspect cards into a 5x5 grid in the journal. Alternate clues and suspects in a checkerboard pattern with clues in the center and corner spots. Adam has already done this nicely for us. Choose a case file. There are 4 case files included in the game. More will be available later, or you can write your own. You can find the 4 included case files in the sidebar after the rules. The 4 included on the website are Murder on a Train. Everyone loves a good train murder. Our suspects are all passengers aboard some long-distance train, and unfortunately one of them is going to end up dead. Huckleberry's Art Lodge. Pinky Huckleberry has a world-renowned art collection that nobody in the world ever gets to see until now. Our suspects are all invited to a lodge in the middle of the woods to view this prized gallery that some art critics have called a collection you could truly die for. Death at a podcast convention. The podcasters are meeting up in Latrobe, PA to discuss their craft, but tensions quickly begin to rise. That wears a crown. It's a royal court scenario, and the king is going to be the suspect that gets murdered, but who will untangle the mystery and tame the chaos the king's murder will surely inflict upon the realm. We've talked this over before we started, and we think we're going to do an art mystery.
Mm-hmm. In honor of Art Martinez Tebble.
Yeah, our good friend.
In honor of our good friend Arthur Martinez Tebble, who is not really a mystery to me, in the sense that all people are mysteries, I suppose. But I don't think
Jack's got him figured out.
I don't think of him as a particularly mysterious person.
Jack also says that every time we play a game with Art, Jack says, "I've got you figured out."
Yeah, we tend to cut it just because I've said it so many times now.
It's starting to feel intimidating, honestly. It's
the rest of the cast is like, yeah. All of these look really cool. Even the podcast convention one, which we immediately ruled out because we were like, we're podcasters. We're not gonna do this. But it does look really neat. As such, let's scroll down to the pitch for Huckleberry's Art Lodge. Keith, could you read this pitch here?
Sure. Hubert Pinky Huckleberry is a reclusive, rich freak with one of the most sought-after art collections in the world. It's rare that even Pinky's closest associates get the opportunity to see these coveted pieces. 36 days before our story starts, a seemingly random cast of characters receives an envelope containing a picture of a plane, a date, time, and GPS coordinates that seemed to be in the middle of Beaverhead Deer Lodge National Forest. A private jet awaits at those coordinates that will take them to Huckleberry's Lodge, where a gallery has been arranged of the most valuable art of Pinky's collection. Add Pinky Huckleberry to the journal before beginning.
Incredible. Okay. I believe that he's going to get added into the center in a second. Although
that would make
we will
sense.
wait and see. Let me make sure.
Yeah.
Which is the one that gets added into the center?
I'm looking at the tables here. Do you want me to read out some of the tables while you look this up? Or
no,
should I wait?
I'm ready. The cause of death is going to get added to the...
How does the detective get involved for this is really funny, just looking at some of the...
Yeah, these are really good.
The options.
Also, picture of a plane, a date, a time, and GPS coordinates. If I was a rich weirdo, I think I would take a plane to the GPS coordinates, and then I'd be really awkward to find that there was a plane waiting for me. You know?
Yeah, I think, plane to a plane, I think that's something that a rich weirdo would do.
Yeah, my embarrassment would quickly fade because I would be used to this kind of shit.
Maybe you'd grumble like, I just would have taken the plane all the way to the right place.
So let's put Pinky Huckleberry in one of these suspect slots. We can put him in any suspect slot, I believe. So I am going to put him up here. Pinky Huckleberry. He rests there.
And there he will remain.
And there he will remain. Let's see. Let's go back to the game setup here.
Suspect table, or where are we now?
Choose the case file, read the pitch out loud. Make sure everyone has access to it. They should display well enough on your phones. Choose a detective. The full game will have illustrated detective cards for you to choose from, but until then, just have a conversation about who your detective is. Pull up some reference images until you get a feel for whoever is going to be solving the case.
Well, Jack, I believe you have an answer to this question.
Many years ago, during a New Year's Live at the Table, Ali and I created English-French, an idiot detective who only works on the time between New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. He is part of a group of business people who are only active at that time. For one reason or another. And I think much like Hercule Poirot, we don't quite know yet why English-French is involved with this case. But in the same way that, Poirot shows up on the Orient Express, or Poirot shows up in the town when the strange murder of Roger Ackroyd is about to happen. I think English-French is on his way. I think he was previously described as a short man, and I'm not sure that we went much further than that. I think he has mustachios. I think he has a beard.
Okay.
And I don't know what he's been doing, but we have shared ownership over the detective. This is not a game where one player takes on the role of the detective. We are going to be playing the detective and the sort of spirit of the killer throughout.
We are all English French tonight.
We are all English French tonight.
We are all Montreal tonight.
That was his call sign when he was in the army. A new fact about English French has been revealed. He was in the army at some point.
Which army? We'll never tell.
Oh, Keith, I think English French has a bit of a Monsieur Hulot vibe.
Okay.
From the Jacques Tati, excellent series of Jacques Tati
The
movies.
Jacques Tati-averse.
The uncle in question. He is the uncle, right, Keith?
The uncle?
One of the Tati movies is called like Stories with My Uncle. And I don't remember.
It's called Mon Oncle.
Mon
I
Uncle.
haven't seen that one.
Literally.
Okay, so we're gonna begin with Meet the Suspects. Sylvie, do you want to read this?
Sure. Let me just get back off this Jacques Tati tab.
He would be an uncle, though.
Okay.
He seems like an uncle.
Yeah.
Oh, the player who last read a detective novel goes first. Players will take turns drawing cards and updating suspects until all 20 cards of the deck have been drawn. Place the Meet the Suspects tableau at the top of the journal. Make sure everyone has access to the suspect table of the chosen case file. Should I keep reading all the way through?
Yeah, go ahead.
Draw a card and update a suspect. Draw a card from the top of the deck. Find that card's corresponding row in the case file's Meet the Suspects tableau, the reference board labeled Meet the Suspects, and read the 3 options aloud. Choose either the trait, description, or relationship and write it on an available space in the journal. Each suspect can have 1 trait and 1 description. Suspects share relationships with diagonally adjacent suspects, which means suspects can have up to 4 relationships depending on their position in the journal. You can collaborate with the other players, but you have final say on what gets chosen when it's your turn. Relationships are written on the diagonally adjacent corners of 2 cards. For example, if the relationship is parent and child, write parent of on the corner of 1 card and child of on the corner of the other. If there are still cards in the deck, the next player takes their turn. When the deck is empty, name the suspects. And name the suspects, continue in turn order. Each turn, add a name to any unnamed suspect with at least 1 detail written on them. Give a brief description of them and introduce them to the story by showing how they are involved with the starting situation and any suspects that have already been named. Once all suspect cards with at least 1 detail have been named and introduced, move on to the lead-up. Read the rules for the journal before beginning.
Okay.
Designer note, some of the suspect cards will likely be blank at the end of this phase. That's okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's go over to who read a detective novel last?
Well, I need to ask whether visual novels count.
Cool. I think they absolutely do, unless you
Then
feel differently, Keith.
Think I am currently
No.
reading one.
Oh, well then, okay. Sylvie is going to go first.
Shout out to Jake Hunter on the 3DS.
Is that the
He
detective?
hunts Jakes?
No, his name is actually what's the Japanese name? I think it's Saburo, Jinguji Saburo. It's a long-running Japanese like mystery adventure game series, like dating back to the 80s, and the only couple that got translated were on the DS and 3DS, and they're fun. I'm figuring out what happened to a woman who was working at an embassy and then suddenly went missing.
Whoa. What do you think happened to her?
There is some smuggling seems to be implied, so I think some organized crime in this city got to her.
Yeah, as they often do.
Frequent cases. Yeah.
Keith, did you read a detective novel recently?
Not even close.
Okay, then I'll go next because I also have not read one recently, but I read And Then There Were None like last year.
What about a man who's trying to detect something about himself?
Whoa, Keith, are you just describing social realism?
No, I'm describing sci-fi.
Are you reading The Japer?
I was just like looking at the list of books I read on my e-reader, and one of the more recent ones was The Man Who Japed, which does involve a guy trying to figure out why he committed a strange crime.
Because
doesn't know why.
that guy who dressed like a bat knocked him in a vat of acid.
Did he definitely commit a strange crime, Keith? Because that
He
might.
definitely committed a strange
fuck.
crime.
Okay, Keith goes after Sylvie, and I go last, and then we rotate.
Okay.
All right, Sylvie, do you want to draw a card from the top of the deck, and we will see? You can hit deal, but
Should I hit? Oh,
you can
I
also
should
just
hit-
get fun with it too. I didn't even realize you could pick those up.
Yeah, that seemed like the most fun part of it.
By the way, Man Who Japed really short read. If anybody.
Wait, can you guys see that, or do I have to put that out there? I have
No,
to
we
put
can
that
see
out
it.
there, I think. Okay. Ace of Diamonds.
Okay, let's see. Huckleberry's Art Lodge.
Yeah, let me get to this
Ace
suspect table.
of Diamond. Oh, wow.
Oh. Contest winner. Oh, okay, wait, no, sorry. Let me read all three of these because there's description, relationships, traits. Description, contest winner, relationships, moneymaker and disgruntled house spouse, or traits, pompous.
Which page, by the way, is the table on?
Suspects table under Huckleberry's Art Lodge.
Great.
I am really leaning towards pompous here, if I'm being honest.
A nice,
But
simple one.
If you two, well, because I know who we are, and I feel like having a pompous rich guy does make sense here.
Yeah.
I have got a pompous rich guy voice. I'm dying to.
So
do.
let's take pompous. I'll take pompous for this
Where
one.
are you going to put it?
Now this is my question because I'm still kind of figuring out. I'm still kind of trying to get my head around the placement stuff.
You can put it anywhere.
Anywhere, okay. It's doesn't have to be like closer to the diamond on the table up here.
What do you mean closer to the diamond?
Well, when I look at
there's
the
suits in
Oh,
the
no,
four
no.
corners.
That's just about how the killer is going to move.
right, okay. I think I don't want this. I like the idea of this being someone who's a little separated from Pinky Huckleberry.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So maybe like you see if you go like diagonal right twice.
Yeah, down
it's
here.
The, like,
yeah.
I'm gonna just fill in pompous in the trait.
Yeah.
That is so tiny. That text is so tiny.
If you just click in the box, you should get. You don't need to make a new
Oh.
text box. They're already.
Okay,
there.
perfect.
It's pre-boxed.
It's
Oh,
pre-boxed.
beautiful. Oh, it's mac and cheese. I get you.
It's pre-boxed. I nearly had that for lunch today, and instead I had sardines on toast, the
went
most
for-
toastable fish.
I went for brunch with my wife. It was very nice.
Oh, nice.
got
That's
pancakes.
that's one of the reasons they invented brunch and wives.
I
It's
love
true.
tinned fish. I think that sardines are overrepresented among the fish that people eat tinned.
They might be overrepresented in the ocean.
Okay. Do I have other stuff I need to do here?
No, now it is Keith's turn.
Cool. I
Right.
wasn't sure. Right. Names come after all this.
Yeah.
I will draw. How do I flip? Just click it?
Yeah. Just double click.
A two
of
of
hearts.
hearts.
That is a classics
Ooh.
professor, business rivals, or full of envy.
These are really good.
These are
These
really
are
I
really
love a
good.
good table. I
These
love
are
a
really
good
good.
table.
Yeah.
I love looking stuff up on a table.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. Right between Pinky Huckleberry and the unnamed, undescribed pompous person, I'm going to put business rivals.
Nice.
So, oh no, wait. So, hang on. Those are relationships. So they go in the corners. You have to say
Yeah.
who is rivals with whom. This is like Fiasco style.
Yeah. So it's
wait,
either.
okay. Describe to me what I'm doing wrong.
So,
So
do
you
you see
wanna-
these? Oh,
Oh, go
you
ahead.
go, Sylvie.
I was just gonna say you see the corner slots here. I'll just like type in like.
I
da-da-da-da.
understand. I thought that this was the relation. Oh, the relationship is not the description, just because it's also in the middle. I understand.
The relationship goes in the
Name,
corner
the
with.
relationship goes in the corner.
A good way to think of it that I've started trying to internalize is the point. The way the corner of the box points is the direction of the relationship.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna put a line break
Because
there.
like the lines on it just make it feel like little arrows and.
There we go. How does that?
already.
Yeah, I totally see it now. I didn't even notice that those boxes were.
Mhm.
This is a business rival with Pinky Huckleberry.
Yes.
Oh,
But
hell
who
yeah.
knows the pompous
Who
character?
Who knows?
Who may know? Who may know the
know?
pompous character?
Well, that sucks. Hang on.
You can do a lot. Yeah, there
Yes. Excellent. Well, we already have a
A connection?
A connection, yeah. Because we don't know
love
if
this.
Pinky Huckleberry is going to be the person who's murdered. I
No,
just
we don't.
realized this. Pinky Huckleberry is... I thought he was like a Mr. Body Cluedo situation, where he was the victim, but we don't know that that's
No.
true.
He may be.
He may be. All right.
Maybe.
I'm going to draw a card, and I have drawn the 5 of Hearts.
Here's a question.
Oh my
and we can
God.
cut this. Because what did you draw?
5 of Hearts is really good.
5 of Hearts is really good.
Oh, wow. Wow.
What's your question that we could cut, Keith?
Can the detective be the murderer?
I don't think so.
No.
No. Okay.
Sadly not. Okay, well, so obviously my options here are pop star, fell for the same scam, and always wearing an unsettling rubber mask. And I think I have to choose the last one, right? Because you don't get an opportunity like this very often.
No.
You know, I can play a pop star or someone who's fallen for a scam. Oh, God, fell for the same scam is really good, though.
I was
Scams
just
are
about to
really good as
advocate for
well.
fell for the same scam because it says something amazing about 2 people, and it is such, like, I've said this before, I would play Fiasco once a month for my whole life. It's such a fiasco.
Yeah, it's
set
also
up.
really good in that, like, this is kind of immediate character work, kind of just on the page for us, right?
Yeah.
And while this has some pretty clear character work straight away, this entangles 2 people immediately. Okay, fell for the same scam. I've been talked out of the unsettling rubber mask.
We can, you know, if we want,
Foul
just like have that in
for
there for funsies.
the same scam. Wow.
Fell same scam.
Maybe it was a rubber mask scam.
Fell same scam. Scan. I fucked up this box completely. Fell same
You can
scam.
make the
Yeah,
text
you can line
smaller,
break.
too.
You can do it, or you can like that. Yeah.
Fell same scam.
Oh, same scam.
Okay, Sylvie.
Ba-ba-ba. Oh.
Ooh,
Wow,
getting
we're
a
like
lot of...
very close to having a straight here. I got a 3 of Hearts.
Straight doesn't mean anything though, right?
Wow. Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
the 3 I got are inventor,
Oh my.
scammer,
Glimmer
and scammed,
and scammed.
and full of shit. And I need to take scammer and scammed
You
now,
need
right?
to now take scammer and scammed. Yeah.
How are you
So
going
I'm
to
gonna
arrange this?
put-
Because depending on how
I
you
know how I'm
arrange
gonna
this,
arrange
this
this.
could be a different scam. This could
Because
be
it could be different
No.
scam, or it could be Pinky Huckleberry, and the one could be the scammer,
Oh, that could work. I was gonna do up
or
above
yes,
the one
or the
up
blank
above
card.
here.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, yeah. Put that in, and then I think I will understand.
I think I am going to put that as the one above because I kind of like the idea of them being someone related to, like, has a relationship with Pinky being the scammer and running into them at this event.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, to save space, I just put scammed on the one card and scammer on the other.
Nice.
Is this my draw?
It is your draw.
Yes, it is.
3 of
Whoa.
diamonds.
Only red cards.
Day trader, invitee and +1, and presidential hopeful.
Wow.
Question,
well, that's-
actually, do we only add these to blank cards or we add these to any cards?
I believe we can add them to any card.
So, okay, so we can build upon ones that... Okay, cool. That's good
Yeah.
to know.
I'm gonna do presidential hopeful.
Yeah.
Amazing. Where are
And
you
I'm
going to put it?
I'm gonna put it way down here.
Wow.
Whoa. Way
think-
down there.
Oh, yeah, no, that does go in the trait box.
Okay. I am going to draw another red card, the 5
Wow.
of diamonds.
Oh my god.
And
I would
also, if
love-
we draw a 5 or a 3, we're done.
No, we're not done. We keep going until there are no cards in this.
Oh, we go until there are no
this
cards,
early
right. The
stage.
full house is for later. My bad.
Yeah. Painter, translator, and foreign language speaker, and a complete mark. I think I'm going to go for painter here because this is an art situation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna make this painter a new character.
Okay.
They're gonna go here. Painter.
Painter.
Okay. So
I'm dying to get 2 of clubs.
what is
Okay,
two of
well,
clubs?
if
Oh,
I pull the 2 of clubs, I will.
you'll
let
hand
you.
it over
Okay, I
to
got the
Keith.
5 of clubs,
Okay.
which is, oh my god, priest, employer and employee, or shy. I
Two
have
of
an idea
spades is
for
what I
this.
meant, by the way, not
Okay.
clubs.
I have an idea.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
What if this scammer up here was an employee of our friend Pinky Huckleberry?
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
It's
We
interesting
don't know
to
what
think about.
Pinky does, right? There's
Has
no,
a big art collection.
He's
He
rich.
just
like,
has,
he's
he's
rich,
rich enough
yeah.
to have an art collection.
yeah, it seems like just sort of, billionaires
Rich
are
freak is, I
very
think, what they
rarely
called him.
describe their jobs.
Yeah, that's true. Or they describe their jobs to us non-stop in ways that
They're- well, he's
only
a dis-
serve to underscore their
He's a
importance.
disruptor.
Yeah. Keith.
No, wrong.
No.
Wrong.
No.
It was 2 of clubs. I'm looking for 2 of spades. I just forgot which one.
Okay, but this one's got some stuff.
Now, I'm
This
going to
one, yeah.
make a pitch that you can go in any direction you want, but I do think bodybuilder presidential hopeful or
Oh my god!
or bodybuilder painter are both very exciting. Oh no, painter and
Bodybuilder.
bodybuilder are the same class.
They're the same. Yeah.
But speaking of class, openly poor.
Yeah, the sort of Anya Taylor-Joy at the menu type character.
Sure, I haven't seen it, but I get what you mean.
She is a regular person at a billionaire's dinner.
Yeah. So then, yes, exactly that.
Yeah.
And
Lovers just feels too easy. I mean, unless we find one that really just starts singing to us. But,
Yeah, I'm gonna go up again. I'm gonna put this potentially with a relationship to Pinky.
yeah.
Openly poor.
Interesting. Yeah.
I almost put at the in the bottom leftmost
Yeah.
slot, but
Okay.
Mm.
An ace of clubs. They're really all sort of stacking up together. Metal drummer, talent and agent, or secretly poor. Now then.
Now secretly poor is a good one. You know
Now
who could be
you know who
secretly
could
poor?
be secretly poor? Could be Pinky Huckleberry.
That's exactly what
I'm
I
glad
was
we
thinking.
all had the exact same thought.
It's almost as if secretly my keyboard is behind my microphone, which is why I don't have it on an
Keyboard behind your microphone, one monitor.
That's-
What's Jack doing?
I
My
feel like-
keyboard has never been in front of my microphone. Keyboard behind the microphone is the right position.
No, I
I
I
feel
have
like
an arm. So.
I'm constantly getting razzed about my desk.
It's crazy because you should see my desk. It's probably much worse.
What
I
do-
just
what
wanted
do
to
you-
razz.
What do you have on your desk, Sylvie?
I have PlayStation Vita, mixer, sea spray for my hair, 2 empty cans of and an empty bottle, full bottle of water, fidget toys, one of those little like tomatoes that you stick pins into for when you're not using them while sewing. I don't know why it's there.
Pin cushion?
Empty sunscreen bottle, computer and monitor,
Seems like a pretty
and
normal desk, honestly.
microphone arm. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Although,
I need a better desk.
empty cans, pins.
Listen, man, I've been busy. I'm in here.
That's fair.
I've been
That's-
recording a
that's
lot.
fair.
We streamed yesterday. That's what the cans are from.
Yeah.
From is crushing cans and playing Left
I
4
was-
Dead.
Yeah, I needed that monster energy if I wanted to click on heads properly.
Okay. So, who's up next? It's Sylvie, right?
Back to the top of the order.
Oh, did you, Jack?
Right,
Secretly
yeah, 'cause
Poor
you got
was
Secretly
yours.
Poor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah, Sylvie.
Okay. I got a 5 of spades.
5 of spades.
The tragedy is that we can only get cousins
Ooh.
once, but it's okay.
We got head chef, parent and child, and chauvinist.
It doesn't.
Oh,
These are great.
this is really good.
Can we do chauvinist?
Oh, yeah? Because I was thinking about it. I was kind of thinking about it for the scammed. But my other knee-jerk thought was parent and child for Pompous being the child, presidential hopeful being the parent.
Oh, that's a parent and child showing up at this place is really good as well. I'm interested in ones that entangle the characters.
Yeah, I think a head chef would also be quite fun, but I'm trying to get more like relationships on the board right now.
That's a good idea, yeah.
Because I feel like those are going to be the most useful for defining what a character is like when we get into playing the scenes.
Yeah, although it's worth saying that over the course of the game, we are going to be adding to and altering these cards pretty regularly.
Wait, I have another pitch
Yeah.
for parent and child. Because we have scammer scammed and fell for the same scam, which does imply a third relationship between this person down here and the scammer. And what if I make them Pinky Huckleberry's kid?
Whoa. Pinky Huckleberry's kid is here?
Huckleberry's kid is here and got
Pinkle
scammed by their
Huckleberry.
employee. Pinky Huckleberry.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think parent and child is a fun dynamic.
Yeah. But,
Pinkle Huckleberry does seem like doesn't have kids.
that's
to
the
me.
thing, and I've suddenly really talked myself into chauvinist all of a sudden for this guy who got scammed.
I'm 100% on board with the scammed guy being a chauvinist.
I think I'm gonna do that. I think I've. Oh no,
Is
wait,
chauvinist
this
a
goes in
description or a
traits.
trait?
It's a trait, and I also accidentally moved the description box a little. Let me just. There we go.
Okay. Excellent.
All right.
Me?
It's
Yeah.
live at the table, baby. You get every bit of the thought process.
Oh, Ace of Hearts.
Oh, this
Big
is a good
game
one, too.
hunter, co-parents, and unbelievably handsome. Okay, well, scammer, unbelievably handsome.
Yes.
Unbelievably handsome scammer.
Unbelievably handsome scammer. Or chauvinist, big game hunter.
Oh my god. Think of all the ways you could scam a big game hunter.
I know.
Oh, dude.
Big game hunter.
It's like an open box.
I love the unbelievably handsome scammer.
This broad told me I could get the Yeti. Said she'd give me a map where the Yeti goes, and now I can't find it anywhere.
She told me there's a line
Where's
made
the
of
Yeti
crystal.
go? Somebody tell me where the Yeti goes.
Somebody tell me where that damn Yeti is. I want to make that snowman abominable.
Yeah, chauvinist
I'm
hunter.
the abominable one.
Big,
Oh, God.
big game hunter. Chauvinist big game hunter who fell
This
for
guy is our
who
most
fell
fleshed
for-
out character.
Chauviner, big game hunter who fell for a scam.
I hope he gets murdered.
Oh no, that would be tragic because I want him to be around for the
We
whole
still get
thing.
to play them, right? Until the murder.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a phase of the game, but yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, I'm in tears just thinking about this guy.
Okay. Who's he played by? Oh, we'll get to it.
We'll figure it out. I mean,
Okay.
I'm assuming we all play everybody, right?
Yeah. No, I meant
who's that?
which actor?
Who's the?
Oh, Sam Keith.
Sam
Is that
Keith?
his name? Sam. Wait, Sam. What's his name?
Elliot?
Sam Elliott. Why
I
do
was
think
thinking of
Keith? Because
Sam
my friend
Elliott
Keith.
too.
I was thinking
Sam
of
Elliott.
who's the crazy guy from The Walking Dead?
You gotta be more specific.
Oh,
He's the guy who's crazy in real life, who's from The Walking Dead.
You gotta be more specific.
Fuck, I don't know.
John
'cause I didn't watch
Bernthal?
that show. No.
the fellow who plays Negan.
I don't know anyone's name from it because
It's
he's the
not
guy
Michael
who's Norman
Rooker, is
Reedus'
it?
brother. Norman Reedus' brother.
Oh, that is Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker. Yeah, Michael Rooker.
Is Michael,
Michael
Rooker? That
Rooker.
makes sense. He seems like he'd be crazy.
I've heard him
Michael
on
Rooker is
podcasts.
also good casting.
Oh, what about Dean Norris?
Dean Norris also really good.
Who's the guy from The Wrestler?
Mickey
Rourke.
Mickey Rourke?
Oh,
Yeah, Mickey
man.
Rourke's also an option. All right, that was who got that? That was you, Keith.
That was
right?
me. That was me.
Okay, so I'm gonna draw here. 3 of spades. Steroid era baseball player, nibbling and pibbling, and incel. What
Oh
is
my
a
God.
pibbling? Presumably, it's the opposite of an. It's the reciprocating
I
relationship.
think it's yes.
It's the sibling of the parent of the nibbling.
Okay. Now, let's see.
At least
None
I'm
of these
pretty
are
sure.
immediately speaking to me because steroid era basketball player feels like the chauvinist big game hunter scam faller kind of already. I feel like we have that character archetype there already.
I feel like, and we've like incel kind of falls under we've got the chauvinist trait a little bit.
But that's almost
They're
like
different.
the mirror image of a chauvinist. Like it's like the same. It's like
True.
reflected back. It's like
it's the Charizard to the Charmander in either way.
An incel wants to be a chauvinist. That was the golden age where incels were getting laid.
God,
Christ.
that is
When they
no,
wore
but
those
he's
hats,
right.
Yeah, he
like
is
like
right.
Keith Cook.
Yeah, he is unfortunately right. Okay, so let's do a nibbling and pibbling. And
Nibbling and a pibbling. Pibbling sounds like a delicious off-brand soda.
yes, it does. You're right.
Mr. Pibbling.
Thank you, Mr. Pibbling.
I'm so wary of linking people up with Pinky Huckleberry, but it does kind of make sense.
Dude, the thing is, Pinky Huckleberry, I think I'm fine with the fact that we've established that Pinky Huckleberry does not seem like they would have kids.
Yeah.
But they could have siblings, and
Could
that
have
would
siblings,
lead
and
to
those siblings could have
nibblings.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I totally, Sylvie, your instinct to do parent and child with the fell for the same scam would, I think it cuts cleanly with nibbling and pibbling, since we've established maybe Pinky Huckleberry doesn't have kids.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. So do we think it might be this connection here in the middle?
I
Fell
think
for the
so.
same scam.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Nibbling. Pibbling. Non-binary people can fall for scams too. It's a sad fact of the world.
Yeah.
People are out there telling me where the Yeti is.
Yeah.
I'm repeatedly disappointed.
God.
Okay, who's up next? It's Sylvie.
It's me. Oh, it's only a single click, not a double click.
There it is.
Keith,
It's got to be cousins.
it's got to be cousins.
It's got to be
So-
cousins. Keith came into this recording and said, I have an insane idea.
I have 3 characters that I want to have in this.
Keith,
Yes.
I have 2 ideas for placement for cousins. They are, once again, it's pompous and presidential hopeful.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one, I think pompous is kind of the hinge here for it.
Yeah.
Does that work for you?
That does, yeah. I like pompous and business rivals.
Sure.
That for me works.
I'll go with
because
that,
it
then.
leaves open because there's another set of cousins that we will not be able to draw.
Yet. At
But
this
we will
point.
have to figure out who it is.
So this pompous person's cousin is a business rival with Pinky
Yes.
Huckleberry. That's how
Yes.
this like chain of stuff works. Similarly, this person scammed this person who is combined in scamhood with this person.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now any one of these 3, the painter, the empty box here, and the presidential hopeful, they could all be also a cousin. And then that would determine which is the middle cousin in the
right.
3-2 cousins group.
Now, this will be the first time you've heard this, dear listener, but please understand that we 3 are familiar with Keith's 3-2 cousins.
It's a very interesting plan that I'm a big fan of.
I hate to say I do have their names.
Good.
Keith came
It's
into
your
a
turn to
recording
draw.
saying, "I'm ready for the 3-2 cousins."
I'm doing you two are doing Locked Room Murder Mystery. I'm doing 3-2 Cousins character
mystery.
development.
That's what he wrote on his calendar. Okay, Keith, you're drawing.
Okay. 4 of clubs. Actual communist,
Okay,
parasocial relationship, and unfunny.
These are all really good.
get the commie in here. I want to get some.
yes.
I want to get some
Absolutely.
descriptions, and I think actual communist is a really good one.
Yeah.
Which kind of communist? We don't know.
Pinky Huckleberry, actual communist.
That would be
No.
no.
It would be great. It would be crazy. I don't think that
Yeah.
it will. I don't think that it will mesh
We
with
have.
what we've got. It might be this empty one
think it should be
here.
I was gonna
Maybe
say we
choose-
have a few empties that we could start tossing stuff in.
I wanted to add actual communist to someone that already existed, but
It'd
I
be
don't think it
kind
works
of-
for communist. It could work for presidential hopeful, but it changes the whole vibe.
It does
of what
change
that
the
was.
entire vibe. Yeah.
And it also feels like wish fulfillment, like in an empty sort of way.
Presidential hopeful doesn't mean they have a chance. It just means they're hoping they can be the president.
Yeah.
I think it means that they're at least on someone's radar.
Yeah, I guess.
Like Gavin Newsom is a presidential hopeful. You know what I mean? Like there's not,
Alas.
alas,
Alas.
And a lack.
a severe lack.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
A massive lack. All right, now I'm drawing. And I have drawn a 4 of hearts. 4 of hearts, serial entrepreneur currently scamming each other.
Ooh, sorry.
Yeah?
There's something that I didn't even consider.
There's something that I
Is
failed
the
to tell you about
scammer
the
an
two
actual
cousins.
communist?
Oh.
For the cause.
Scamming.
It doesn't have. We don't have to move it, but we can keep it where it is.
No, we should keep this one open because
Okay.
I feel like the kind of person who was this person not unbelievably handsome at some point?
No, that ended up being Big Game Hunter for the chauvinist.
Oh, right, I see.
Yeah. Our most developed character.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't even consider that one because to me it looked empty, but actually they've got 2 relationships.
Yeah, I think that I can't imagine an actual communist being the person scamming the big game hunter.
I can.
Okay. I can.
I don't. But it doesn't mean we have to. Just that I totally could see it.
Right. Yeah. No, I want a new one. I want a new block.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Sylvie.
All right. What did you draw?
Sylvie hasn't drawn yet, I don't think.
What did you? Oh,
No, Jack,
just
you drew one and you were
actual communist,
talking about
right?
Oh, yes. I drew serial entrepreneur currently scamming each other.
Have we reached peak scam? Can
I
we fit
don't
another
know.
scam
I
relationship
think
on the
we
board?
might be able to. But I think this one has to be separate. Do you know what I mean?
That's pretty good.
I think this one has to be the communist scamming the presidential hopeful.
But they're scamming each other.
Well, no, hang
So
on.
the presidential hopeful would have to also be scamming the
That's
communist.
true.
Well, what are my other options here? Serial entrepreneur currently scamming each other. Well, so the serial entrepreneur could be the victim of one of the scams.
That's true. Actually, that could be the nibbling.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do this. Serial entrepreneur. Fuck.
I like
no.
that.
Yeah.
This makes sense.
I think this makes sense to me.
The serial entrepreneur nibbling to the secretly poor, wealthy freak.
I think I figured out where the money went.
Yeah.
My turn.
Yeah, your turn. Oops.
4 of spades, which is conservative pundit, long lost cousins, or greedy. Keith,
God, Keith.
we did it.
We did it. We did it. Oh my God, there was 2 cousins on the board the whole time.
Oh my God! Wait. So is it the painter? Is it the communist? Or is it the presidential hopeful? That's the third cousin in the 3-2 cousins.
Okay, so I think it's the painter.
Okay.
Okay, now also,
And I know his name.
Keith, very clearly, so that the court recorder can take it down. Could you tell us what 3-2 cousins is?
Yeah, please. We need now that it's on the board.
Now that it's on the okay, so 3-2 cousins is there's 3 guys, and they're all cousins except only one of them is cousins to both. Those 2 aren't cousins with each other. They're just
How
both
is
cousins
that possible?
What do you mean? How is it possible? It happens every day.
Yeah, it's
Every day.
like
My
one of them's
cousin
related-
Ted and my cousin Kyle are both my cousins, but they're not cousins to each other.
Keith is a 3-2 cousin.
I'm a 3-2 cousin.
Wait. Hang on. This is not clear to me. And
It's
I
how
can't
parents-
Google 3-2 cousins.
Imagine I take my father's sister's son and my mother's sister's son, and we all go to the store and we introduce ourselves as the 3-2 cousins.
So what you're saying is that it is cousinhood where there is a sort of a nucleus cousin
Yeah.
Yes.
with 2 cousins coming off them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So who's the nucleus cousin? Wait, so
Well,
what?
we can tell who the nucleus cousin is because it's the
Business rival.
one that is
It's
connected
this
to the
one.
2, but then those 2 aren't connected to each other.
How long have
See-
you wanted to do 3-2 cousins? Or did you wake
30
up in
minutes.
the middle?
I was gonna say this feels like it happened like right before we started recording.
This happened at 2. It's currently 5 o'clock. It happened at like 2:30.
There are some character archetypes in my names folder in Friends at the Table that I have had in there for like 8 years, and then there are some that I sit down before recording and I'm like, I'm possessed. I'm like taken by a fey mood. And
Yeah.
this was you with 3-2 cousins.
Yeah.
Is it not 2-3 cousins? No.
No, of course it's not. That would be absurd.
Okay.
Because they're the 3. Because there's 3 of them. They're the 3-2 cousins.
2 cousins. Okay.
Because at any given time, only 2 of them are cousins.
Well, yes. But this person here has the most cousin wealth. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, he's definitely
There's
the
a cousin
richest
imbalance
cousin.
for sure. There is
Yeah.
that is inherent to the setup.
And it's
Yeah.
sort of it makes him the sort of de facto leader.
Of the
Keith, this is why Keith wanted to bring it up, because Keith is the fulcrum cousin.
Everybody who's got cousins on both sides of their family is a 3-2 cousin. There's not, my other 2 3-2 cousins are also in their own way 3-2 cousins.
Sylvia, you a 3-2 cousin? I'm not.
I am, but like I don't talk to any of the cousins on my dad's side of the family, so it's like
You're a 3-2 cousin
so you've
with
got
a
latent 3-2
with a lack.
cousinhood.
Yeah, there's a sort of
I'm
There's
an
a sort of-
absentee 3-2 cousin.
yeah.
I'm
There's
an absent 3-2.
like a maladaptive 3-2 cousin relationship happening there somewhere. Yes. Okay. So Sylvie just drew, right? And got long lost cousins. So Keith has been lobbying for cousins all evening, and Sylvie drew both of them.
I did, yeah. It's fine. It means like
Sorry,
I'm gonna lobby for stuff when Keith pulls.
Yeah.
Absolutely fair.
Okay, Keith, you're up.
Okay. 4 of spades.
Nope.
That's
That is
diamond.
a 4 of
Oh,
diamonds.
diamonds. 4 of diamonds.
Bitcoin guy.
Loveless political marriage, and sardonic.
Oh, these are all so good.
Yeah. We've got a guy who would be in a loveless political marriage.
We
do.
have, and that's such a good character archetype.
Yeah.
And
Oh my god.
Bitcoin guy is a great kind of guy to get scammed.
What if the presidential hopeful and the communist
Serial
are
entrepreneur
married?
Bitcoin guy.
What if
Say again, would a presidential hopeful be in a loveless political marriage with a communist? That seems counterproductive.
What if the actual communist's parents are phenomenally wealthy?
That would be.
That would
That
be
would
a
make it
reason.
work.
Although, I don't know. What are
We'd
the
have
other
to
options here?
we'd have to fit that into
Yeah.
it later.
Well, I mean, there's a assumption of. I mean, not. I don't know. Maybe I'm bringing my own shit here. I had an assumption of wealth for most of the characters that are going to be in here. which
Right.
is why that there are traits of secretly and openly poor versus the rest, which are also kind of just default have money.
It could be a communist that has come into a huge amount of money.
It's true. But you don't want to be, as a presidential hopeful, you don't want to know anybody who's a communist. You don't even want to know
that's
that.
true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Bitcoin Guy and Sardonic. Sardonic is not bad. Sardonic is a nice, straightforward piece of characterization. We don't have, we have Pompous, but
We don't have a ton on the Fulcrum cousin, I will say.
It's
Sardonic
true.
could fit there, but
The
we could also
pivot's
wait
cousin.
and get another card for that if you want. I think Sardonic could work for a few of these characters, honestly.
Yeah.
the
I'm
scammer.
leaning Bitcoin Guy serial entrepreneur.
oh, that's not a bad idea.
Does that work?
Yes.
Does serial entrepreneur not take that slot?
It's a those are two descriptions. Yeah, Bitcoin Guy is not a trait, it's a description.
Yeah.
So you're right. Yeah, totally. Okay, so Bitcoin Guy could be the scammer.
True. That would be
Sardonic
very easy to
could
do.
be either the painter or the unboxed cousin.
Told me to hunt a non-fungible Bigfoot.
Let's see. We got sardonic business rival. A sardonic. I like sardonic painter. Do we like sardonic painter?
Yeah,
I like
Sardonic Painter
Sardonic
is pretty
Painter.
good. Okay. I'm drawing
Especially add a big art thing.
a
Yeah,
two
exactly.
of diamonds. Farmer, childhood friends, or gigantic. Now, hang on.
What the fuck?
We can get a fucking giant in here.
It's the fucking Yeti.
He dressed up as the Yeti to scam the big game hunter.
That's so dangerous. Oh no, wait. I don't know.
Oh, man.
I think that's
Right.
wow.
What do we think? Is it gigantic? Someone
I
who's
like
9.5
gigantic.
feet tall.
The gigantic scammer is really funny.
Gigantic. Crouching down
The
to go-
cousin could also be gigantic.
That's true.
One big cousin.
There is
No,
just
that's
something
a hat on a
about-
hat. You can't be a cousin and a gigantic. That's
What
too many
the
things.
fuck?
Okay, excellent, tremendous. Cool. Sylvie, you're up.
Gigantic, wonderful. Oh my god. Oh wow, second last card. Ace of Spades. Oh, don't forget the Joker. Okay, Ace of Spades. Butler, siblings, or boisterous?
Now Butler might not be a bad idea because it
Butler
gets...
might not be bad
Ooh,
here.
Butler.
Butler, what does that fall under? Is that a...
Openly poor butler.
Oh.
Butlers are often not super poor. A butler is a pretty well-paid job,
Yeah.
right?
There's,
I think it's relative compared
Relative
the
compared to
person they're working for,
yes.
yeah.
It's not a
because
$200,000
they would
a
see
year.
the butler and know that he's the butler, which would make him openly poor to them by default.
I do have a pitch for siblings, though, which is actual communist and presidential hopeful.
Oh, now that's the one.
Okay, that's
the
great.
one.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
we've been trying to figure out how to link these two up, and I feel like...
I think that's I don't know that there would be even a better pair in there
Yeah.
than that. That's perfect.
I think you're absolutely right.
All right, Keith, I think it's up to you. Last card.
Last card, 3 of clubs. Media mogul, ex-lovers, and funny.
Well, all these are going to be funny. It's us playing them.
Yay. It's true.
Hey.
I would like pompous media mogul cousin.
That's perfect.
That's a really
man.
good idea.
Okay.
So, if we go up here to the meet the suspects, We are now at the name the suspect stage. Continue in turn order. Each turn, add a name to any unnamed suspect with at least one detail written on them, give a brief description of them, and introduce them to the story by showing how they are involved with a starting situation and any suspects that have already been named. Once all suspect cards with at least one detail have been named and introduced, move on to the lead up.
Since continuing, Jack, do you want to go first then, since Keith just went? Since we're continuing in the order,
yeah.
or
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm not going to
Cool.
name any cousins out of respect.
out of respect for the
Please don't name any cousins.
the 3-2 cousin himself.
Okay, let's see. I'm looking at my names list. I'm thinking. Okay, presidential hopeful is called Laura Washko. A nice, normal name for a nice, normal presidential hopeful. She is in her 40s. She is wearing like a two-piece suit. She's dressed up nicely to come to this art event. She's a little on edge because as a presidential hopeful, she's not sure if she should be messing around with all these coordinates, private planes, strange messages. But she has a sort of like a background history in art. She's interested in seeing art. She has horn-rimmed glasses, which is pretty cool for a president to have horn-rimmed glasses. Who was the last president to have horn-rimmed glasses?
I don't know.
None, never. It's never happened.
Damn. That can't be right.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of American politics in the past were like, if you wear glasses, you're gay, so wear contact lenses is like what political strategists would have said to guys in the 60s and stuff.
Look,
Yeah.
Did LBJ? He wore glasses. Did he have horn-rimmed glasses?
LeBron James?
Yeah, LeBron James.
Oh,
Yeah, I
it
think
looks
so,
like
yeah.
he did, or he's wearing like plastic glasses. I'm not sure. In any case, this is Laura Washko, the presidential hopeful. Her hair in a sort of perfectly manicured bob. And after me is Sylvia.
Yes. I have like a really stupid name in my back pocket,
Yeah.
and I'm kind of wondering if it's serial entrepreneur or gigantic scammer. I think
What's the name?
it's Buford Nips, spelled Knipps.
That's the big game hunter.
That's the big game hunter.
Okay.
That's the big game hunter. That's the big game hunter. Buford
Now,
Nips.
my question is, we threw around some guys we were thinking of, like, who's playing this dude, and we never really settled. I'm kind of like, I've got an idea of Dean Norris, but styled like Sam Elliott.
Oh, wow.
So
yeah.
with the mustache and the hair and a big cowboy hat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who is Dean Norris?
He plays
Dean
Hank
Norris,
in Breaking Bad.
Famously
the-
Hank in Breaking Bad, but he's
the
a character
cop.
actor. Yeah, character actor
Okay.
who's in a ton of stuff. He's been in a couple X-Files episodes. He's been in
Yeah, I totally know this.
True
guy.
Blood, I think.
He's like
Yeah.
built to play a dumbass.
Literally career, like, I play cops on TV guy.
Yeah, big tough guy, big red-faced tough guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's got a big bushy mustache, like big bushy pushroom mustache, and like,
Bolo tie.
yeah, of course, a bolo tie. He's basically dressed like Colonel Sanders or Doug Dimmadome from Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah.
Oh, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Yes, of course.
How is he
owner of the
introduced?
Nipsdale Nippodome?
Has he introduced to this situation?
I think that he is sort of in. I'm looking back at the pitch really quick here just to make sure I have the details right. But like the GPS coordinates in the middle of Beaverhead Deer Lodge National Forest. I think that old Buford hunts around here. Like, he's got a hunting lodge up here. He's not quite like, this isn't like he lives there, but like he frequents the area enough that when he like got the GPS coordinates, he was like, oh, that's not too far from where my That's not too far from where I go during buck season.
It's possibly related to me.
Yeah. So I think maybe we see him, like the first shot of him is like getting all changing out of his hunting gear, putting on some, like getting out, maybe he's wearing like the high vis vest over like the sort of like white suit that I'm envisioning. And we see him like taking off like a warm hat, putting on his 10-gallon hat, and calling up a ride to get to the plane.
Oh, is it snowy? Because it's New Year?
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely.
There's like a snow flurries coming down the plane, big puffs of snow drifting across the runway as the plane comes into land.
Oh no, I hope it doesn't get worse once the planes all land.
Oh no, I hope it doesn't. Keith, you want to name a cousin?
I would love to name a cousin.
Yeah, we know what Keith's first 3 names are going to be, so it's up to us.
I'm going to name the media mogul. His name is Bill Tally Tab.
Okay. Sorry, Tally Tab separate or
yeah,
hyphenated?
that's a first, middle, last name.
Okay. BTT.
Okay. I am going to name the... I'm going to name the gigantic scammer. And the gigantic scammer's name is Wayne John Hag.
Great.
God, Wayne John Hag is out here scamming Buford Nips.
Mr. Hag, why are you doing this?
Why are you?
Of course, he would fall for a scam from someone whose name is almost John Wayne.
Probably. I like the cut of your jib.
You remind me of someone.
Okay.
So wait,
Name-wise.
did we get just introduction for what Bill Tally Tab's up to?
Oh no, we
before
didn't. That's true.
we move
Oh,
on?
yes.
'Cause that is-
okay.
Yeah.
So we need a description, an introduction to their story, and what else?
Kind of just how they appear and how they arrive. What does the book say? The book says,
I'm pulling it back up, yeah. A brief description of them and introduce them to the story by showing how they are involved with the starting situation and any suspects that have already been named.
suspects that have already been
Oh,
named.
I missed that bit.
That's good.
Oh, wait, what was it? And any suspects
that have already been named.
that have
Yeah,
already been
we
named? Okay.
could start having them arrive at the lodge. Now that I think about it, is also a way to do
that's
this, right?
absolutely
Where
true.
instead of what I did with I mean, we could still have that scene of Buford earlier, but like have him get into the lodge and like shaking snow off his big hat.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The presidential hopeful is already sitting there. Yeah. She's, sitting neatly at a desk or something, checking her phone, putting her phone in her bag, taking her phone out of the bag again and checking it again.
Bill Tally Tab, pompous media mogul, and cousin.
Listed in order of importance. Most important going last.
It's ascending importance.
Yeah.
He is a suit wearing, like a lighter navy suit wearing, kind of well kept looking guy who was an editor. Not an editor, sorry, an opinion columnist at a major newspaper who left to work in social media and has sort of bridged the gap that is bridged all the time between entertainment news and political news.
Oh, shit.
He gets millions of views a day, doing almost no journalistic work at all.
And he knows Laura? Like they've hung in the same circles before?
Yes, I would say that he's interviewed Laura as a politician, both as part of his newspaper job and then also as part of the video first.
Do you think it's a nod and smile situation, a handshake situation, or a hug situation?
Hug.
It's like, good to see you,
Yeah.
in the sense of like a big tent and we ain't in it situation.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Wayne John Hagg is playing darts. He's found a dartboard. Wayne John Hagg is how tall are the tallest basketball players?
Like 7 feet up to. I'm
trying to think of what is a reasonable.
How tall is Victor Wembanyama right now?
7
right
feet
now?
is on the taller end of a basketball
He's
player,
young.
but still is like not as tall as you could possibly be and play basketball.
Victor Wembanyama is 7'4". There's currently a freshman on the Florida Gators apparently that is 7'9". So.
Jesus Christ!
Oh
Okay,
my God!
Wayne John Hagg is 7'10".
Damn! Fuck that guy! This is a real giant,
and he is a big man. He's strong. He is someone who could easily dress up as a Yeti to scam Buford Nips. And holding a dart in one hand and holding a can of Coke such that it looks like a tiny mini can of Coke in the other. He is playing darts in the corner of the room. And every time the door opens and someone comes in, he says, close the door, it's cold. Who's next?
I think it's my turn.
Yeah.
And I have a name for a nibbling.
Nice.
If I can get
an entrepreneur nibbling.
An entrepreneur nibbling. And
who's also being scammed by Wayne John.
Yes. This is Aiden Huckleberry Hudson, a hyphenated name. Also known as on the internet to people. Aiden is like, I think, mid-30s. Kind of, like, really, I don't know how to say this. He's wearing the Steve Jobs turtleneck. Like, he's clearly, I think right now he's having
inspired by Steve Jobs.
Oh, very much so. He's sort of he's back to, he tried to go off the internet for a bit, but now, after some bad investment, but now he's back trying to get into the tech game again. He did some work in the entertainment industry, trying to like greenlight some projects, do some production. Didn't really work out great. I think we see him coming. He's got like a very like a pea coat that is like very nice and expensive, but doesn't like if you saw it, you wouldn't assume that it cost like 3 times what you think it would.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think like when he comes in, it's like you know what? Actually, I figured out who this would be. This is I'm plucking you from Ryan Johnson's Mid Factory, and I'm putting you in our thing, Josh O'Connor.
Yeah.
Comes
Josh
in
O'Connor playing a rich twerp.
Yeah, he'd be great at it. Calling out for Uncle Pinky. I'm here.
And I think
polite waves at the other people, but kind of walks in and starts looking for Pinky. I think.
I don't think he's here yet. I don't think Pinky has made an appearance. I mean, it's clearly his house, but
maybe that's what happens. Is it like looks around for a bit, can't find him, and then Aiden's like, whatever, and talks to whatever staff are here. I'm assuming there is some form of staff here. Maybe I'm wrong. Am I wrong about that? Do you guys have?
I think there's evidence of staff, but no visible staff.
Yeah,
yet.
they might appear
like
in
that.
scenes, and we could.
Okay, so now Aiden's complaining about how no one's here to make him a latte.
A latte,
or like some sort of coffee thing. I don't know. I don't drink coffee, guys.
No, I was thinking about
Bill Tally Tab can be in that conversation with Hudson about like where is our drinks.
I don't know. Uncle Pinky's usually a much better host about these things. Josh O'Connor, I don't think you sound like that, just to be clear, and also DM me.
Yeah, shout out to Josh O'Connor. Keith, you want to name a cousin?
Yes, I'm going to name a cousin. I'm going to name the nucleus cousin, the business rival,
the rich
to Pinky,
cousin,
Yes, his name is Newton Henry Hertz.
We have Bill Tally-Tab and Newton Henry Hertz. We don't know much about this guy. We're going to come to learn more about him, I think. He's a business rival with Pinky, and he is the fulcrum cousin. We don't really know what his job is.
To get a letter, and knows exactly what it is. You know, if you know Pinky Huckleberry for long enough, and you know how communications happen.
Are they sort of like these weird games and things?
Yeah, and you're. I guess there's a surprise to it. Why would I be getting a Huckleberry thing? I'm,
but
we're
how
business
does he
rivals.
Feel seeing Bill Tally-Tab bickering with Aiden about the drinks.
Oh, they're already texting. They've been texting about it. All three cousins are.
I see.
Yeah, they know.
chat.
I bet they meet up at the plane.
Well,
to
wait.
go.
Are these... Because we have to address the long-lost part of one of these cousin relationships.
I had assumed that this was a resolved long lost.
Oh.
They had been long lost.
Yeah,
but we
what
don't
if-
have to play it that way.
What if Newton Henry Hertz had spent most of his life feeling like he was the wealthy one of a 2-3 cousin situation, but he couldn't understand why he felt that way because he only had one cousin, Bill Tally-Tab, and then several years ago it was revealed that sort of like the Phantom Limb, he had another cousin, and this
can
fills
always
him with
feel
delight.
when you
Yes,
have-
when you're a
yeah.
3-2 cousin, a 2-3
yeah.
cousin. Sorry,
Yeah.
a 2-3 cousin,
A 3-2 cousin.
a 3-2 cousin. Do the
They
painter-
are. Sorry, they are. They are. They show up together. They say we are the 3-2 cousins.
Okay.
Do they show up together? Okay.
Yes. This is a 3-2 cousin. It's not as much a way of describing a group, this relationship, although it now will be and forever will be called
Yeah,
that.
this is in the
a 3-2
lexicon.
cousin.
Yeah.
But it's because they have dubbed themselves the 3-2 cousins.
Okay, I'm so excited to learn how Bill Tally-Tab and the painter feel about each other. All right, I am going to name somebody. I am going to name this mysteriously openly poor person up here who we don't know really anything about. That's all we know about them. This person is called... This person is called... They introduce themselves by a nickname. And they are called Q-Ball.
Let's fucking go.
Nice. Great.
Q-Ball is a young woman. She has a shaved head. She has piercings in her ears. She does not know really why she was invited. She does not care to be here, but the booze seems to be free. And the company of these people seems to be entertaining.
I never understood why a lady would do that to her hair, but I gotta admit, looks good on you, young lady.
Just like
Buford, please.
stares daggers at him. Wayne John Hagg throws a perfect bullseye.
Okay, Sinead, sorry. All right. I'm gonna name our actual communist sister here.
Yeah.
I've given away that it is a sister. This is Sophia Washko, who is actually Laura's twin.
Oh my god. Do they look similar? Are they identical twins?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's obviously some styling differences. I think that Sophia might have longer hair. You sort of described Laura as having like a very like manicured bob, yeah?
Yeah.
I think Sophia I picture as being kind of an academic, kind of like in a stereotypical sense, a little like she's a little mousier than her
Is she
sister.
also wearing horn-rimmed glasses?
I think she is wearing horn-rimmed glasses as well, Jack. Yes. I also wanted to give her glasses, and I was like, well, let's just make them twins.
Yeah.
F it.
Same
So
eyesight.
yeah, I think she shows up, and she is surprised to see her sister there. And I think it's like... It's a little chilly between them. It's a little awkward.
Yeah, and Bill Tallytab looks up. I guess in his research, his political understanding, he knew that Laura had a twin sister, and probably also knew that she was an actual communist. But I don't think has had the pleasure of meeting Sophia Washko.
Oh, it's definitely whispered about.
It's definitely whispered about. Is Laura Washko? We'll find out. I was going to say, is Laura Washko doing well? That's what the game is for,
yeah.
Jack.
Yeah, play to find out what happens.
Yeah,
That's like our whole thing.
it is.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we name these two in the left bottom left corner here?
We
or are
only
these just
name
not
people
characters?
who have
Okay.
a piece of information on them.
So that's everybody, right? Oh no, we have
no, there's
the final
more
cousin.
name.
I apologize.
The final cousin. The final cousin, the painter, Cedar Basil Banyan.
Good names, Keith.
Cedar Basil Banyan, Newton Henry Hertz, and Bill Tallytab. We're cousins.
We got it's great because then we also have another 1-letter, 2-letter name with
We
Aiden
do.
Huckleberry Hudson.
And Wayne John Hagg.
There's a no, never mind.
Well, no,
We love triplet names.
we do love triplicate names. Tell us about Cedar Basil Bunyan, Keith.
Cedar is a hard-working painter. He has a studio. He's working all the time. You would maybe look at him knowing that he's a painter and see him as maybe performative for the overalls, the paint, he's not dressed up, he's not dressed down, he's dressed as if he just came from painting because he always just came from painting.
Right.
And so he just looks like a guy who's just always covered in some amount of paint somewhere.
What does he paint?
He paints multiple different styles of landscape and cityscape, but in across a handful of different styles.
And is his work is generally pretty well regarded?
Yeah, I have an idea for how he knows Pinky, but we don't have to get into it, or we can. It's only a sentence. I don't know how much we want to say now, but I had an idea about that specifically.
Let's play to find out what happens.
Okay.
So I think we have all of our people.
Well, these last two, will they get filled in ever, or we've just
No, I don't think
we've
so.
got our
they will.
cast?
They will.
They will.
It's worth
Okay.
saying that, sorry, let me go back to my other page of notes here. Players can add new suspects or fill in or update the cards whenever they are writing a chapter. So, for example, if we want to introduce staff, they can appear in a scene and they can start to appear on the board as well. This board is going to kind of shift as we play. But let's quickly go over who we have. We have Wayne John Hagg, a gigantic scammer and an employee of Pinky Huckleberry. We have Q-Ball, an openly poor stranger who has showed up here. She doesn't know why, and neither does anybody else. Keith, you want to read this row?
Sure. We have Buford Nips, scammed by Wayne John Hagg, a big game hunter and chauvinist who fell for the same scam along with another person who we'll talk about in a minute. We have Pinky Huckleberry, who is throwing this event, employer of Wayne John Hagg, pibbling of the serial entrepreneur later, secretly poor and business rivals with one of the cousins, and Cedar Basil Banyan, a painter, a sardonic painter, another also a cousin.
One wing of the 3-2 cousins.
One wing of the 3-2 cousins.
Sylvie, you want to tell us about this?
Yeah,
this row?
so next up we got Aiden Huckleberry Hudson, who fell for the same scam as Buford Nips. He is a serial entrepreneur, and he is the nephew of Pinky Huckleberry. And then we also have Newton Henry Hertz, who is Pinky Huckleberry's business rival, a long-lost cousin of Caesar Basil Banyan, and cousins with a friend that will be introduced shortly.
And this is the
I don't know why
fulcrum
I'm
cousin.
pretending we haven't mentioned it yet.
We also have Sophia Washko, an actual communist, and the sibling of Laura Washko, and Bill Tally Tab, the third of the 2-3 cousins, who is a pompous media mogul, like a bridging the gap between online media and like old print media editing.
And then we have Laura Washko, presidential hopeful and sibling of actual communist Sophia Washko.
These 1, 2, 3, 4,
Twin
5,
with.
6,
Yeah,
7,
I'm gonna add twins
Yeah.
to this sheet. Actually,
8, 9, 10 people are our cast. I love these this game mechanic of like building webs of people. Fiasco also does something kind of similar. And every single time it's just such a fast way into like feeling these characters suddenly like start appearing in front of you.
It was so fun. Highly recommend checking out the mini Patreon series we did of the Slow Knife.
Does that also
Oh my
have
god,
similar ones?
Slow Knife characters are so fun.
We did the similar. It's a similar process happens in there, and it was so much fun having it all come together when we figured out who was doing what in what horrible fashion.
Okay. Can we take 5 minutes and then come back and we can
Yes,
start
that would be wonderful.
start the events themselves?
All right, be right back.
Cool.
Bye. I hope you're having a nice time. I hope 2026 is proving fruitful. I hope this is the year that someone delivers me a box containing $4 billion. And
That'd be so cool.
and it's not for scary reasons. It's only for good reasons.
I gotta be honest. I can only think of scary reasons.
Yeah, that's so much money.
That someone
Yeah.
would give you $4 billion, or that someone would what they would do with it.
I think it would be. Yes, both. Yes, both. Yes. There's that thing about like if you found a bag of money, a massive bag of money floating in the ocean, what would you do with it? And the only good answer is leave it.
No, I would take it. I've seen Coen Brothers movies. I'd still take it.
Yeah, no, I would also get into sort of a fiasco situation in real life, but you know.
It never ends well for those people. They usually
Those are
get killed by
movies.
Anton Sugar. Oh, Keith, real life is just like the movies.
I don't know.
We have assembled our cast. The snow is falling in drifts outside Pinky Huckleberry's. I'm sort of picturing like a luxurious A-frame, and on the inside, the Christmas decorations are still up. There's like fir boughs, like pine boughs on the walls. There's a big decorated Christmas tree. There's a mezzanine in the A-frame, and then leading out of the back of the A-frame is the door to kind of like the main body of the house, which contains reception rooms and art galleries and kitchens and Pinky's private quarters and stuff. But this sort of lobby and like
His private quarters. That's his secret quarter collection and museum.
yes.
Not his bedroom.
Yes, and it's an art. It's an art project with the quarters, and
Yeah.
there are also his public quarters, which are his bed. Those are the quarters that he tells everybody about.
That's
and
his
then there's
bedroom.
also his bedroom. What else is here? In the lobby, there are 3 pristine pieces of art that are being shown. This is very exciting for the people here who know about Pinky Huckleberry's famed collection, because this is kind of like the teaser of the thing that everyone always wants to see but has never gotten the chance to.
Presumably, some of what's in here is public knowledge, if not publicly known, like seen.
Yeah, that's true. I think that some of it is like, and I think that it's the public knowledge that makes the tease of the stuff that you don't even know about all the more exciting. Let's describe a piece of art on display in this A-frame each. The first piece of art that greets people as they come in is it is a series of water balloons frozen in the moment that they are being burst. So there is the sort of rubber shell of the balloon, and then the like perfect sort of glass shape of the water inside it, but it's also starting to like drip and fall, and this is kind of like hanging suspended in the A-frame above the door as people come in. Sylvie, what's your piece of art? Oh, what's Pinky's piece of art that you have chosen?
It's like I think like a triptych or something. It's like a series of portraits of a sort of like Dust Bowl era like worker that just slowly get zoomed in more, basically over the 3 images, and that's kind of all that's going on.
Wow. Sick. It's in black and white.
Oh yeah, of course.
Laura sort of standing in front of it with her hands behind her back, and Sophia standing next to her. They're looking essentially the same. Keith, what art have you got here in the lobby?
It's a classic Renaissance nude, but a role reversal of a sort of slender, placid man being viewed from behind like a series of bushes by 3 women.
Wow. It's a sexy Renaissance nude.
The sexy Renaissance nude.
Incredible.
Someone says that. Someone calls it a sexy Renaissance nude in the room.
Is it it sounds like an Aiden thing or a Bill Tally Tab thing to me.
The conversation is between the 2 of them.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, Cedar says, shut up.
Let's go over to the book and read about the lead up. I think it's worth going over this because while the section entitled The Lead Up here on the left at the bottom really talks through what we do, it builds on this stuff. Suspects and clues. This game revolves around the journal. All of the suspects and clues we live... Oh, sorry. Oh, my God. Talking about John Carpenter movies with weird guys. All of the suspects and clues we create live in its grid and should be updated as the game goes on. Some suspect cards will likely be blank after completing the Meet the Suspects phase. They can remain blank for the rest of the game, but players may add new suspects to empty cards anytime they are writing a chapter on one of their turns. Additionally, players can fill in and update the traits, descriptions, and relationships of suspects as they're revealed through the narrative. Clues are added after each chapter of the lead-up. 5 more clues get added at the end of the phase where the murder scene is found. To add a clue, simply fill in an empty clue card in the journal. In the rare case that there are no empty clue cards in the journal, simply erase an irrelevant clue to add a new one, or combine the clue with an existing one. Designer note: clues can be placed in any spot of the journal, but a clue's position will have implications once the investigation begins. The killer. A spectre is haunting our suspects, the spectre of murder. This spectre is represented by a game piece known as the killer, which looks like this. That's the wrong sheet. Anytime a rule references the killer, it's specifically talking about this game piece. The killer represents the very idea of murder as it drapes over the characters in our story and infiltrates their every moment. The killer is placed on a suspect in the journal after the first phase of the game. Once it enters play, the killer will always rest on one of the suspects in the journal until the game is over. The killer will move from suspect to suspect based on the cards we draw on our turns. The killer's movement follows these rules. The killer starts its movement in the direction corresponding to the corner of the journal that matches the suit of the drawn card. So you can see we have hearts, clubs, spades, and diamonds. The killer moves a number of spaces equal to the rank of the drawn card. The killer turns 90 degrees to continue its movement if it hits the edge of the journal. If the killer lands on an empty suspect card, the active player chooses either to create a new suspect immediately or continue the killer's movement until it hits a named suspect. So you can see here the killer is moving 3 spaces. It goes 1, 2, 3. To put it simply, says the designer, the killer moves like a bishop from chess crossed with the screensaver from a DVD player. And it wasn't quite clear in the book, but I checked with Adam, who was very helpful and said that the killer begins the game on the last suspect that was created. Who was the last person we added? Was it
like where anything was
the last named suspect?
The last cousin was named.
I believe that was the last cousin. Yeah, it was Cedar.
Okay, the killer begins on cedar.
Whoa.
Writing chapters. You want to read this one, Sylvie?
Yes.
No, we can
writing
split this in
chapters.
two because it's a lot of text. Keith, read after narrating or role-playing.
In the lead up and the investigation phases, you will take turns writing chapters. To write a chapter, you narrate the next part of the story in order to create or update the clues in the journal. In the lead up, you're primarily creating new clues, and in the investigation, you're updating the existing clues with new information. Each chapter has a focus character. In the lead up, the focus character is the suspect that the killer is currently visiting. In the investigation, the focus character is the suspect that the sleuth is adjacent to. The focus character must be involved in the scene in some way. You must also involve a number of suspects equal to the rank of the card drawn that round. This makes sure that all of the suspects get involved with one another and builds a messier situation moving forward. The suspects included don't need to be directly involved, e.g. having a conversation with one another, but they do need to come up in some way. For example, if you drew a 3, you could write a chapter about 2 suspects of your choice gossiping about your focus character. When writing your chapter, start by simply describing a situation the suspects are getting themselves into. You can write a chapter that's as specific as a single conversation between characters, or as far-reaching as a character traveling to a new city and getting up to some sort of hijinks.
That will not be happening in this snowstorm.
No. Narrating or role-playing. Each chapter you can choose to simply narrate the action or get other players involved by casting them as the various characters you've chosen and acting it out to see what happens. Either way, keep your chapters brief. You don't have to come up with some complex situation or fill every chapter with loads of detail. It's good to start with either an idea of the characters you want to see interact. I want to show Chester and Miss Claretta together, or a specific clue you want to add to the journal. I want a documented instance of Jerry being lactose intolerant, and see where it takes you. When narrating a chapter, you have final say over what happens, so choose that option if you have something specific in mind. If you want other people's ideas, set up a scene to get more players involved. The best games have a healthy mix of narrated and role-played chapters. Designer note, fans of GM-less role-playing games might be familiar with this structure, but everyone has an innate storyteller. You're going to do great. Should I do this table of contents too?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to do this, but you can read it.
Sure. Included in the play kit is a sheet called the Table of Contents. It's wholly operational, but can be a lot of fun to add to, as well as look back on well after the game completes. To use the Table of Contents, simply give each chapter a name after it concludes. It's a great way to emphasize the tone you've set for your story. A more silly murder mystery might have a very pun-based chapter name, whereas a more serious one might have a grave and foreboding name.
I feel like we are documenting this pretty thoroughly
Yes,
as
this is
we
going
go.
to be well documented. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is going to be fine.
Okay. The lead up. In this phase of the game, we'll take turns writing chapters to narrate the lead up to the murder. Place the lead up reference board at the top of the journal, shuffle the deck, and place it on the board. Gonna bring all these cards back. Cause of death and detective's arrival. Draw a card to determine the cause of death, again, of someone who has not died yet, by finding the corresponding entry on the case file's cause of death table. Write it on the clue card in the center of the journal. Sylvie, do you want to draw a card and do the honors?
Sure. Okay. Oh, I think I accidentally closed our card thing. So maybe someone else do it while I get the link back off of.
Keith?
Yep, 1 card.
Yep.
2 of hearts.
And now we are looking at the pitch in Huckleberry's Art Lodge. Cause of death, 2 of hearts. Hit with a sculpture.
Great.
Oh my god, okay.
Perfect.
Could you write that in the middle here, Keith?
Yeah. The middle clue is
Yes.
hit with a sculpture.
Incredible. Just getting my notes back. Draw another card to determine how and when the detective arrives using the corresponding tables on the case file. The rank of the card indicates how the detective hears about the case. The suit indicates when they arrive. Then resume turn order as described below. Okay. Keith, Sylvie?
Okay. Pull another card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 of diamonds.
2 of diamonds. So this is somehow appears at the lodge when the murder happens and invited by one of the other guests.
So, wait. So, hold on.
Where am I? I need
under the pitch in Huckleberry's Art Lodge in the case file section.
Thank you. Oh.
So maybe arrives late, has been invited by one of the other guests, but is not going to appear until the murder happens.
Do
Wow.
we want to mention who? I like keeping it a secret about who invited the.
We should absolutely keep that a secret. Although, let's put a note here. Oh my god, it's so fucking tiny. Get bigger. Here we go. English, French appears
French.
once the murder has happened, comma, invited by... Jesus Christ. Oh, no. I promise I can type when there's not another microphone. All right.
We should include the word somehow appears.
Yes, because there's a real sort of like pops out of a closet and says bonjour.
Yes, it's sort of Pink Panther-y.
It is very Pink Panther-y. Okay. All right. Steps of a turn. I think Sylvie is going to go first because of you reading the visual novel.
Yeah. Jake Hunter. Yeah, shout out.
But let's go here to the lead up and do this step by step. 1. Draw a card from the deck. Oh, we should clear the tableau because... Okay. Draw a card from the deck and add it to the tableau. If the tableau now has a full house, i.e. at least 3 cards of one rank and 2 cards of another, immediately advance to the lock room murder phase. Otherwise move the killer, following the rules, using the card that was just drawn.
Okay. I am drawing a 5 of hearts.
Okay, so the killer is going to move 5 spaces in the heart's direction. So he's going to go, or
Okay.
they're going to go 1,
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, resting on Aiden Huckleberry Hudson.
Oh.
Step 2.
Okay.
Then write a chapter where the suspect the killer just moved to is the focus character. Remember to include at least as many suspects in your chapter as the rank of the drawn card.
So I got 5.
5.
That's great. I mean, this is a big deal first scene.
I
While
have
you
an
are,
idea.
Yeah, while you are playing this, it's worth thinking, end the chapter when you know which clue you will add to the journal. Your clue can be just about anything. Physical evidence, a conversation someone had, the weather, or even an intent that was shown. Write what you described on the chosen clue card. And I think it's worth, earlier, they were talking about how, you could play the chapters to do things like, I want to see these 2 characters interact, but also like, I want to introduce the clue that Mrs. Garrity has a lactose intolerance. So you can kind of like come in character focused or come in clue focused.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I had an idea for like what Aiden would be doing without his uncle showing up. Actually, I guess we don't know about Pinky's gender identity. Without Pinky showing up, where because he is the blood relative of the person who owns the lodge that they're in, he has kind of taken it upon himself to become the like host in absentia.
Yes.
So I like the idea of him going around asking people, like trying to do the like real like schmoozy vibe of like, hey, what do you want to drink? I can get you a drink, and I can't mix everything, but I can do a couple things, and they're not very well mixed cocktails. It's not if anyone asks for a cocktail. Otherwise, it's just like I know where the good stuff in the liquor cabinet is. And so if we want to go through a couple characters' orders and like the interaction that they have with Aiden, we could do that really quick. Buford, I feel like, is a straight whiskey man. Or actually, you know what? No, he'd probably ask for bourbon. And then when it's like, I don't know, maybe we have that. I don't know, man.
I don't know that I can do a good Buford Nips voice. Oh, who am I kidding? I can do a good Buford Nips
There's
voice.
no such thing as a bad Buford Nips voice. Is the thing. You just need to go for it.
Hang on. Wait a second. You're acting like you know the place. You don't know where the liquor cabinet is?
Of course. Listen, I've been here. I used to summer here with my parents back in the day. So the memories are a little off, but I have a vague recollection of where the cabinet is. Don't need to be rude about it.
Well, then some bourbon. I'll be very happy with it once it arrives. Also, come here. Puts his head close to Aiden and is like, we need to talk later about the, you know.
They both shoot a luck over at the Wayne John Hag on the other side of the room.
Throws another perfect bullseye.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's
it is unclear if they know they're being scammed yet.
It says fell.
Yeah.
But you could fall for a scam and realize it, and also
That's
not
true.
realize.
They could be talking about the golden opportunity. Yeah.
We got to talk about our mutual friend here. Could be
Yeah.
the way we put it then, if we want to keep that a little ambiguous for now.
Yeah. There's business afoot.
So that's 3.
Bigfoot.
I think Cedar Basil Banyan kind of comes up and he says, so you know the place, do you?
I mean, probably better than the rest of you guys.
Huh. That's what you think in the presence of such beautiful art as this. I feel like I've walked into a place that I know very well indeed. What is it that you do, young man?
Well, right now I've been really interested in trying to harness the power of generative AI, but for dogs. I think that it's kind of an underserved market. You know, pets are really big on the internet right now. AI is really big on the internet right now. We got to figure out a way to synergize these two things.
You spend a lot of time on the internet, do you?
Yeah, sometimes.
Let me introduce you to the cousin of my cousin, Bill. Come over here.
Yes.
This is my cousin, Bill. Sorry, this is the cousin of my cousin, Bill Tallytab. Bill spends a lot of time on the internet himself. This young man's thinking about getting into AI for dogs.
For dogs? Cute.
What?
That's cute.
Hey, thank you so much. You know, I didn't want to give it away. I did know who you were when I came in. Your reputation does precede you. But I'd love to talk more about it, you know, see maybe we can go in together on a little thing.
Well, who's interested?
I talked to Buford a little, and I mean,
Buford.
I'm here.
Are you telling them about the dogs thing?
Oh, that's cute. No, Buford. Yeah, that's cute. Yeah.
Well, my Pinky, obviously, you know. Pinky loves supporting my projects, so.
And what does it do for the dogs?
Well, so you know, there's been this trend, right, of dogs. They have these buttons that they push, and it'll say like a word, right?
Oh, but that's cute. Yeah.
It's cute, right?
Yeah.
But with what I'm working on now, they'd hit the button, and then it would sort of generate the ideal treat. And then the owner would be able to order that treat from one of the partner sites, and then it would get there in 2 weeks or so.
So they don't get the treat.
They do, but like we can't instantaneously deliver it to them. We have to make it.
So it's like
it's in a sort of an alpha stage right now. I've mostly been trying to focus. I've kind of been focused on the branding, while you know those eggheads I've got working for me handle the bits and boops about it. But I got a whole prospectus that I could show you in my bag.
But you can say it's AI.
Oh yeah.
That's huge. That's huge.
It's huge. I mean, listen, first 2 letters of my name, man.
HU.
AI Aiden.
Oh, okay. HU for huge, AI for Aiden.
Yeah, I knew you'd get it. I knew. If anyone here was gonna get it, I knew it would be you. I think that's it. The clue that I wanted to add,
Yes.
was going to be a. I don't know enough about like fancy alcohol here to know what specifically it would be, but there is some sort of like thing that that Pinky had never opened before, like had been saving for a special day, and it's half empty now. It's half drunk.
Wow.
So I'm just gonna put
Let's
like
make up a
half empty
fake
bottle
name.
of expensive liquor.
Let's make up a fake liquor name.
Yeah, please help me.
Half empty bottle of.
Also, am I putting this in the right spot, or
You
should
can put
I?
it wherever you want.
Okay, cool. I figured nearby the Huckleberry family.
The 60-year Macaulay.
Hell yeah, man.
60-year Macaulay.
I don't know if that's how you're envisioning it being spelled. You can correct me on it, but
That's great.
I was thinking like Macaulay Culkin.
oh, you know what? Hell yeah, man.
Okay.
Thank you.
The
The
next
old
Knew how to
Culkin.
spell Macaulay then. Now,
Yeah,
many people do not know how to spell that. Still.
that's because I did not spell that right. It's Macaulay.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. It was the beginning part that I was looking at.
You know?
I think Keith's
I do
up
my
next.
best.
So,
It
Keith,
is
you're going to
Keith's
draw a
turn.
card from the deck and add
Okay.
it to the tableau.
The pompous voice was great, by the way. It really lived up to the hype.
Do
Great,
we
I'm
have
glad.
a full house?
Ace of Spades. No.
No.
So
We have 2 cards.
the killer is going to move one step in the Spadeswoods direction.
Oh, it's up to old Bufy.
Buford Nips has become our focus character, and this is a scene with one person.
There's a scene
Maybe-
with one person.
Maybe one
with
other
Buford.
person? Include as many suspects in your chapter as the rank of the drawn card. So just one. We can add more,
Is
I
Ace
suppose.
Wild, maybe?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, we can make it wild.
We can decide.
I don't mind a scene that just has one person as the focal point, but it does tend to lead to quicker things, and there are only 4 of them we can pull, so.
I'll say, we could do a one-person scene.
If you had an idea for, I don't want to squash it. Sorry. I didn't mean to squash the house ruling. That wasn't my intent there.
No, I think that it's worth it to have a house scene. Because Buford is bored of the rich. He's rich. Buford is rich, but when he's around other rich people, it makes him feel stupid, and which makes him feel angry. So he goes out. He flew here, but he had someone drive up his car of stuff. So he has a personal like trunk, and he's out in the woods nearby, target practice, shooting trees, big old trees
At night.
at night.
So dangerous.
Just peppering the like giant oak tree in front of this cabin with buckshot.
Does he discover a clue here? What is the...
The clue is that
The trunk.
Buford Nips has a gun.
Oh, yeah. What gun is it?
It's like a hunting rifle. It is like
Yeah.
a bolt action, large caliber hunting rifle.
Damn. Okay. Now I am going to draw a card. The Ace of Hearts. Going to move once in the hearts direction, which is...
That's back
Should I
to-
put that clue on here? And which one do I put
You
it
can put
in?
it anywhere
You
you
can put
want.
it anyone you want.
Okay.
That's back down to Aiden, I think.
It is back down to Aiden. Okay, let's see.
Ooh.
I think I would like to introduce the Washcos gossiping about Aiden.
Yes, I like this.
I think that they're just like Sophia is just like laughing into her drink, and says to Laura, "Did you hear he said AI for dogs?"
I think that we need to be investing in tech jobs everywhere. What's
Stop
the
it.
problem? Oh,
You really believe
fine.
that?
No. Okay. How is a dog going to use ChatGPT? Like, let's be real.
It's gonna push the button, and then some sort of food is gonna arrive 3.5 weeks later when the dog is completely forgotten about it. I even with those
Did you hear
stupid.
about the last thing he worked on?
What did he work on last?
Oh my God. Okay. She pulls open her phone, and after a quick Google, holds up an image of a baby dressed like Andrew Dice Clay on a poster that says "Funny Babies."
Okay, now hang on.
He tried doing stand up with
Oh.
babies. Like they were dubbed by the comedians, but it went belly up when they found out that it wasn't really Andrew Dice Clay doing the Andrew Dice Clay voice.
It was just some fake person doing the Andrew Dice Clay voice.
Yeah, it didn't even really sound like him in hindsight. But, it got one season on Netflix and canceled, and that seems to be the story of his life.
And here he goes. He pivots. You see the way he's swanning around, looking like he owns the place?
I guess he kind of... Technically, he might someday. Does Pinky have kids? That's in character.
Yeah.
By the way, that question.
Does Pinky have kids?
Also, I'm sorry if I overrode your clue with funny babies.
No, I didn't have a clue in mind. Funny
I've
babies
just been
showing up.
trying to think of the dumbest things this guy could be trying to make.
Let's see. Where is Pinky? Have you seen him yet?
No, I mean, the last time I talked to Pinky was at a fundraiser, like months ago at this point.
Pinky doesn't
It
like
was
to talk to me
honestly a
anymore.
shock that Pinky showed up anyway.
Yeah, what's he doing hanging around with you? Seems like it'd be a dull event for a art collector.
Some of us have ambition, my dear sister.
I can tell that you do. How's
Yeah.
that going?
Numbers are up.
Mm-hmm. The numbers are up.
The latest polls are good. They're better.
Mhm.
They're better. They're better than they have been.
Okay. Well, good luck. And she kind of like claps her sister on the shoulder and gets up and like climbs the mezzanine and peers into the darker back rooms to see if she can see maybe where Pinky is. I'm gonna say clue. I'm gonna put the clue up here, and I'm going to say. What is the clue for funny babies?
This is the thing, man. But
You should hit play on that video, by the way.
oh, did you link
Did you have
something?
No, I just know a lot of Andrew Dice Clay jokes.
Keith has an Andrew Dice Clay ready to go.
I mean, I've been quoting our back get it for 20 years. So.
I don't think I know what Andrew Dice Clay looks like.
I barely know who. I just know that his affect really.
Oh, that's what he looks like.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like the leather jacket. I'm
the
thinking of him.
weightlifting gloves.
The big thing was picturing a baby doing the
Little Miss
like
Muppets
weird
out undercover?
smoking thing that he does, but with a
Oh, that?
lollipop.
Well, because he has the reason the babies make sense is he has a whole series of of nursery rhyme bits.
But are they like rude and crude?
Oh yeah,
nursery
Little
rhyme
Miss
bits?
Muffet.
Saturn
Yeah,
tumbling
yeah,
into
yeah.
your crimson way. What came along? Miss Spider sat down beside her and said, "Hey, what's in the bowl, bitch?" Oh,
So unfortunately, the world is so stupid that when I did Google Andrew Dice Clay baby, a bunch of AI babies doing Andrew Dice Clay bits came up. So unfortunately,
my
Aiden
God.
Hudson Huckleberry is a real person.
Yeah. Yes. He's doing very well. Okay. Instead, as Sophia peers into the dark of the A-frame, she sees a figure moving in the dark towards the back of the in the darkened hallways of the house as it moves in towards the rest of its rooms. Dark figure inside Pinky's house. Okay. Now we do have a pair.
Oh, we do.
I think you're up
It's
now,
my turn?
Sylvie. Yeah.
Okay.
uh,
Oh.
maybe that's true. Maybe that's true.
Wait.
I think
why?
that's-
No,
I
think
thought
it is
it was-
Keith's turn.
Okay.
No, I think you're right. Right?
What was the first one? We did hit with a sculpture was first.
Yeah.
No,
and
no,
then
no.
we did-
No, we did. we did Aiden, then we did Buford. That was you, Buford firing the gun in the dark.
You're right.
And then we
Okay,
had the
yeah, yeah,
sisters
yeah, yeah.
talking.
Okay. Okay,
So I think it is Sylvie.
2 of diamonds. So the murder moves. Oh, we're up on cue ball.
1, 2.
Get them away from the cousins.
Oh man, I'm trying to. Cue ball is the character I have like the least grasp on right now.
Yeah, we know sort of nothing about her.
we've known
She doesn't
nothing
know. We
about-
don't know why she's here.
She
Yeah.
seems the
We've
most
said
normal.
that she doesn't know why she's here. That might not necessarily be true, but I guess it's definitely
It
the
could be
vibe.
a lie.
she's
Everyone
giving
is
off.
lying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need 2 people in this. I think I have an idea for a clue. Okay, here's a question. Was that private quarters joke canon where he does
Yeah,
have a
of
coin
course.
collection? Okay, cool. So I'm gonna come into this with the clue that I know I want to have, which is a rare double-sided coin being found on the floor.
Oh my
Or
god.
actually, you know what? I might be even better because I was looking at some of these clues that they give as suggestions, and instead of it being rare, I think it is just a double-sided quarter with a drop of blood on it.
Oh, sick.
And I think that this scene is, maybe this is Cue Ball and Wayne playing darts together. Like, she doesn't really know what else to do with all these weird rich strangers around.
You
But
get a
she
massive
do-
reach advantage.
I mean, listen, at least they're not playing. At least they're not playing for money. And I think it's just sort of like one of those things where it's like, do you want to play with somebody, or are you just trying to do this by yourself? And then Wayne, trying not to get the attention of the 2 guys he's scammed, is like, yeah, come on.
What did they talk
And
about?
I think that,
What did they talk about?
oh man, I think I see. It's interesting. I'm trying to figure out who would open with the like. So how do you know Pinky? Because like I feel like it's an interesting conversation for these 2 to have, considering Wayne works for Pinky, but we haven't defined how. And
Oh yeah.
yeah. So maybe it's Cue Ball who asked the question where it's like, I gotta admit, everyone around here seems, no offense, way further out of my tax bracket than the 2 of us.
You got that
How do
right.
you know Pinky?
Well, I work for him.
You're like his basketball coach?
Okay, yeah, pretty good. I get that a lot. No, I get things done. You know, he has things that need sorting out. I sort them out. I'm sort of an assistant.
Okay. Yeah, no, assistant. That's the word.
Something you're
Sure,
trying to
man.
say?
You're a guy who fixes things. Yeah.
Are you
That's
implying
an
that there's
assistant.
something criminal going on here between me and my employer?
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean. I'm busting your balls. I'm just trying to like lighten up a rough situation here.
No,
it's a little
no, I'm
awkward if
with
you
you.
can't tell.
It is a little awkward.
Leans into Wayne. Mustache over there keeps staring at us, and I think it's just because of my haircut, but I don't know.
Oh
Which-
no, he's an interesting critter, that one. His name's Nips. Buford Nips. He has one of the
That's
rare.
not real.
I look over. Eyes shot over. I heard my name.
Don't worry about it, Bu. Just playing darts. Now, you want to know something about Buford Nips? He is the only man in America to have the rare distinction, if you can call it that, of hunting an orca with a rifle.
Wait, I read that article. I read an article about him.
The one that said evil man on the loose.
Evil man, killer whale killer.
Killer
Still at
whale,
large,
killer still
yeah.
at large. Yeah, you know, he likes 2 things. He likes hanging the heads on the wall, and he likes drinking that horrible rye that he got named after him.
Oh, he's that Nips. Ew.
Yep. Nips whiskey puts heads.
They
on
only
your
sell
chest.
it in Nips.
Yeah, they only sell it in Nips, but
You
the
can only
Nips
buy
are
it
stored.
in 1 ounce.
The ad campaign
2 ounce, whatever.
where they had DJ Khaled saying "Have a nip of nips" in the and the ads just didn't really work out for them, but they tried.
Yeah, those ads weren't very good. I'm Wayne.
I think-
Wayne John Hag. Sorry, Wayne John. That's his name. I'm Wayne John.
My friends call me Cue Ball.
You know, shakes your hand, gigantic hand.
Yeah, completely dwarfs her hand. I think the way they find the clue is it's like, okay, we got to figure out who's going first here.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any change on me. She like kind of like looks around, and the thing that I think they notice is that it's a double-sided quarter, and they're like, oh, we can't use this. But there is in the film adaptation of this, the camera lingers, and we see that just a little drop of blood.
Wow. We have a description for Wayne John Hag. He is a fixer.
Yep.
Wayne John Hag kind of has Sylvie, what's the assistant in Alien Earth's name?
Oh, the one played
Ada
by.
Edmondson.
Oh, wait, I'm might be thinking of someone else then.
I'm thinking of of Boy Cavalier's assistant.
Yes, I was thinking of Timothy Oliphant's character Kirsch. Adam Eanes. That's the name of the guy. Adam Eanes.
But much bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll link a picture for Keith so you can see this scary bald man.
Oh, Atom Eins.
Atom Eanes. Yeah, good name.
Yeah, Noah Hawley has really good names in all of his stuff.
I just put it in the general.
I
picture.
see.
Yeah.
Ooh, so scary. Guy in a suit.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, did we lose Jack?
Jack got so scared.
I'm back.
Oh, Jack got so scared of
I
Adam.
got so scared of Atom that
I like that
left.
shot with
He's
the
got
3
spare
faces.
faces. Look at that. Okay, now
Yeah.
he's scary.
That's a man with spare faces.
That's a man with spare face. You know, you never want to mess with a man with spare faces.
Yeah, where do you want to... Oh, you've put that here next to...
I just put it down in the first slot I saw, if I'm being
Yeah.
real. But
No, I
I don't
think that
think
works.
that.
All right,
Yeah.
Keith, you're up.
All right. Here we go. 3 of hearts. So he goes 1, 2, 3.
The
Or
cousins remain safe.
Oh my God, a new
this is
person.
blank space. Do
Do
we
we
put a
fill this in
name?
then?
Do we have to? We don't have to put a name. This is just a free spot
this
for
one
now.
No,
No,
the
we can
staff starts showing
introduce.
up?
Yeah, this should be the staff. We can introduce a new character.
Okay. Can I? I'm
You
going.
got something, man?
I do have a name. Jack can say no because this is Jack's IP.
I don't know if it's my IP.
It's R.I.P. R.I.P. Rest in
Dutch
peace.
Welsh. No, I'm very happy with Dutch Welsh. Who? Wait. Also, how many? What? You do 3. Okay, 3 characters. Who the fuck is Dutch Welsh?
Dutch Welsh is the first person seen without an invite card. And is doing staff-like tasks around the house, but not in any of the main areas. So I think he was first spotted by Buford moving trash barrels outside. And then he was spotted walking past the window while Wayne, John, and Cue Ball were playing darts. And then he was also upstairs moving laundry while Aiden, Cedar, Bill, and someone else were talking about AI dogs.
I think Buford was the other person in that scene because
Buford.
I got him a drink. Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
What does he look like?
He's wearing a blue hat and a jumpsuit, and he's got a big sort of a big handlebar mustache.
Wow. A cool guy.
A cool guy.
got a lot of
He's wearing like a
mustaches
painter. He's like wearing like a painter's jumpsuit,
Interesting.
navy with a hat and a big
yeah.
mustache.
I think Cedar catches sight of him and says, "Oh, are you a painter too?"
Not in the same way.
Oh, house painter then maybe.
Yes, I've done some of that.
What do you primarily paint?
I do city contracts.
Oh, you're not one of the guests?
No, I'm here. I'm working.
Oh, well, it was nice to meet you.
What do you paint?
Mostly figurative landscapes.
As opposed to literal landscapes?
Cute. Well, I'm here with my cousins. Oh, my cousin, I suppose.
My cousin and his cousin.
Oh, sort of like a 3-2 cousin situation.
Like light dawns on his face. Are you a 3-2 cousin, my man?
Who
Hey,
isn't?
man, we all are.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm sort of the I don't know what you call them. And my cousins and I, we call them the
wing.
hanging cousins. The wing. I'm a wing cousin. Yes, that's
I'm a wing
much nicer
cousin.
way of. Oh, would that I had the position of Newt, the fulcrum cousin. You're a wing too.
Oh, I'm a wing, but I'm also the body in another 3-2 cousins.
You're a double
situation.
3-2 cousin. This is fascinating. Are you part of the news group?
I didn't know there was one.
You didn't? You're a double 3-2 cousin and you didn't know there was a news group?
You're a 6'4" and you didn't know?
And you... Bill, come over here. Bill. I'd like to introduce you to...
What?
What did you say your name was?
Dutch Welsh.
Bill, this is Dutch Welsh. You're not going to believe this. He's a 3-2 and he's not part of the news group.
Not part of the news group.
There you
Cute.
go.
That's
I
cute.
didn't want to steal it. It's so good.
What's the clue here, Keith? Is it Dutch Welsh is a double cousin?
The clue is how I'm wondering how much editorializing that I can do. I think that it just says I have full control over what the clue is, right?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say that Dutch Welsh is lying about why he is here.
Oh, that's a perfect clue. I feel like that's a great one. Okay. Oh ho ho, 2 pair.
Oh.
The 2 of clubs. We're moving.
Sorry, we have... Oh, no, we do have 2 pairs. Yeah, we have 2 aces. I
We're
forgot.
moving clubswards. 1, bong. 2, bong. Sophia Washko. The knife falls over Sophia Washko.
You know who this puts in real danger?
Who?
The cousins.
What?
Because I draw a 1 or
Laura.
a 2. A cousin's getting... if I draw a 1 or a 2 of diamonds, I guess...
Oh my god, the cousins are...
If I got an ace of diamonds...
2 diamonds is already gone. 2 diamonds is already gone.
So sorry. One cousin is in danger.
Right, let's see.
Though if I got a 2 of clubs... Rip, Bill. 2 of clubs is also off the table. I'm fucking with you.
Okay. I think I want a scene with Pinky. I think Sophia is exploring and she finds Pinky in his study with his head in his hands.
In a bathrobe.
In a bathrobe. Can you play Pinky?
Yeah, I can play Pinky, and Pinky's just going, oh god.
Pinky, is that you?
What? Oh. Laura, is that you? Oh, Sophia, is that you?
That's me, yeah. You can tell. What's the matter, Pinky?
Oh, Jack, did you have something in mind for something being the matter with Pinky?
No.
Okay.
I would like to jump in with only one thing to remember about Pinky.
Yeah.
He's secretly
Which is that-
poor.
Is that no, he's a freak. He's a rich freak. Per
That
the
is
game.
true.
That's true, yeah.
Sorry, let me change that. Pinky is not in a bathrobe. Pinky is in a extremely expensive kimono.
Thank you. Perfect. It's perfect edit.
Yeah, no
Sophia
problem.
grimaces. Pinky, we're all here. We're waiting for you.
Oh God, that's today. Oh, it's
Pinky,
what?
you sent
Huh?
out all the cards.
Well, you know, you never know when the postal system's gonna get
You
off
put
their.
the date on the cards, Pinky. We've been standing out there thinking that you might have been imperiled, or you were in trouble, or this was part of the games we play. I mean, I remember that last New Year's Eve.
Could you keep it down just a little bit?
Okay. Are you hungover?
Headache. I don't get hungover. I just sometimes
Get
get
hung under.
headaches the day after I drink. It's fine.
Pinky, what happened yesterday?
I got some news, and we can talk about that at a later time. I'm so happy you made it.
Okay. Are you going to come out? What should I tell them?
Whoa, what do you know about my personal life? I'll be
Sorry,
there.
Pinky, let me be clearer. Are you going to come out of the closet?
Not yet. Still waiting. I think Pinky stands up, sort of gestures to himself a little bit. He's like, well, clearly I need a bit to get presentable, but rest assured I will be making an appearance.
Okay. All right. Pinky.
I have a very specific image of Pinky in my mind, but I need to look up the actor's name.
Yeah.
It's we can
The
Jonathan Pryce, the stage actor. Jonathan Pryce. I mean, not just a stage actor. He's just a very well-known Welsh actor.
Jonathan Pryce. Oh,
Price
yes.
with a Y.
Perfect.
Yeah, he's one of those guys you'd
Oh.
recognize.
Yeah, I know this guy.
Now that's
I was thinking, who
Pinky.
I was thinking was Dudley Moore.
I'm looking up Dudley Moore. We have it's Jonathan Pryce with this haircut. Obvious toupee.
Clue. Pinky's in trouble. This feels like a pretty straightforward... Oh, no. Let's be more specific. Pinky has information for Sophia.
Oh,
Because he
I
said...
like
Not
that
for
it's for
Laura.
Sophia.
But not for Laura, yeah. He said, I'll
Yeah.
tell you about this later, yeah. Okay. Who's next?
Now it's
you, right?
Keith.
I think that I did Dutch and then we did
Right.
Pinky.
Okay, it is me. Oh, that is a full house.
Whoa, okay. So,
With a
certain
two
stuff
of
happens
hearts.
when the full house is triggered. If the tableau now has a full house, i.e. at least 3 cards of one rank and 2 cards of another, immediately advance to the locked room murder phase.
So, do we not move the killer card?
Do not move the killer. Sorry. When a full house is
Wow.
revealed during the lead-up, the moment we've all been waiting
Wow.
for finally occurs. One of these
Rip.
suspects is found murdered in a locked room. We'll collaborate on a special chapter where we will add some clues based on the cards in the tableau and decide the time, place, and other key facts of the crime. Conducting the murder. Do not move the killer like you normally would. The suspect currently being visited by the killer is murdered. Place
Of course,
a
the
dead
communist.
token
Of course, it's the
on-
communist.
Of course, it's the communist.
Wow. Sophia Washko.
This means that Dutch Welsh is safe.
Dead.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, wow, crazy that Dutch Welsh is gonna be our victim, but no, wrong.
Check.
Sophia Washko.
I'm glad because it makes sense that it wouldn't narratively make sense for a character to be introduced and then immediately killed.
Yeah, no,
like
it would
that.
suck.
Yeah. Check which suspect the killer would have moved to based on the drawn card.
Oh, that is Dutch Welsh.
Wait,
'Cause it was
which card did I
hearts.
draw? It was hearts?
It would have
it was
been
two of
it would have been
hearts.
Dutch Welsh.
So yeah, it would have
1,
gone down
2.
and then up. Yeah.
This suspect will be the one to find the crime scene in the coming chapter. Each of the
Perfect.
card ranks from 1 to 5 will add a clue based on the number of that card that was drawn and the crime scene clues table in the case file. If you go down here, you can see crime scene clues. I'll tab over to that in a second. Go through each card rank, starting with ace and proceeding to 2, 3, 4, 5. For each, determine which clue gets added based on how many of that card rank are in the tableau. Add each clue to the journal once everyone has a shared understanding of it. So, how many aces did we draw?
2.
We drew 2. So let's go crime scene clues. 2 aces. The marquee piece of the gallery has been vandalized. What the fuck is the marquee piece?
Now my question is, do we want this to be like an actual
Wait, is
famous
that
piece
not
of
is
art?
it not the entire gallery is revealed to be made of forgeries?
Oh no, you're
Oh.
right. Oh shit, Keith.
Oh, that's even
the
better.
entire gallery is revealed to be made of forgeries. Sorry, what did you
that's
just
so
think, Sylvie?
No, I don't want to get into it because it might not pull out that way. But it's interesting to have that happen when we have a painter among our suspects.
Oh,
Yeah. And
Okay.
I have a really, really fun idea off of this that I hope will be able to parlay.
Incredible.
I'm looking for at the crime scene clues
Yes.
table now.
How many twos did we draw? We drew 3 twos. All eyes are drawn to the now obvious hidden door in the room where the victim was found. How was she
Great.
killed? We drew this early on, right?
Hit by
She
a
was-
sculpture.
Hit by a sculpture.
Wow.
Hit by a forged sculpture.
Hit by a forged
The
sculpture.
stinker.
How many threes did we draw?
Well, I'll say we don't necessarily know that this sculpture was part of the gallery and may in fact not be a forgery.
That's true.
Okay, fair enough.
But it is likely.
It is. It is. We drew 1 3. A freshly painted portrait of the victim. That's very cool.
That's wild.
That's very cool. Did we draw any 4s? No. And we drew 1 5. The security system of the lodge went haywire around the time of the murder, locking all doors and sounding a deafening alarm. Okay. Man. Right. Let's...
This is good stuff.
This is good stuff. Okay. Each of the card ranks. Okay. Then it's time to figure out where and when the victim is found. Consider how the victim might be found alone and why the chosen character will be the first to find them. Consider what leads the witness to find the victim, who else is there with them, and what they do immediately in the aftermath. Remember, this is the locked room murder mystery game. Your victim should be found in a locked room, which is detective novel shorthand for an impossible situation. It may be a true locked room, or it could be somewhere you can't immediately conceive how the killer would escape from, unseen and unheard. Does anybody have a good immediate idea for how Sophia is the locked room in which Sophia is found in?
I'm not gonna lie, my brain did go to the private quarters room
Oh my god.
where the coin collection is locked up. But I'm happy to have other suggestions. That was just knee jerk.
Yeah. There's a sculpture in there, I think.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
I'm googling who invented coins.
Oh, that's a...
Maybe ancient China?
Yeah. I was just hoping that there would be like one guy that was like, what made the first coinage?
And he sounded like that.
It's fine. It's fine.
Coins were invented in modern day Turkey around the 7th century BCE.
Oh.
Wow.
That was an AI answer, so I can't stand by
okay.
that. It just was.
King. It's of King Croesus of Lydia is the
The richest man King Croesus.
Yeah. Because the Lydians Herodotus ascribed the invention of the coin to. So that seems like
that
a
makes
thing.
sense. Yeah.
That seems like a thing that Pinky Huckleberry, noted coin collector, would know about.
Yeah. It's
So we've got a Croesus crisis.
we got a Croesus crisis.
Yeah.
Maybe multiple. Maybe 2 Croeses.
And Dutch, how was the victim found alone, and why the chosen character will be the first to find them? Keith, how does Dutch find Sophia?
Dutch has been in every room in the house alone and has had to go into the rooms in the order in which they've been available to enter alone. The last of which would have been the private quarters. And that's when he gets there and finds Sophia already there, already dead.
Pool of blood, obvious hidden door in the room?
Yes.
Wow. What is the hidden door? Is it just like a
The hidden door is underneath the spot where the statue was.
Oh, sick. And all the alarms are going off. Pinky's, clutching his head. Oh my god, I bet Laura comes running to hear like Dutch's cry of alarm, and is standing in the door with her hand over her mouth. Does Buford go and get his gun?
Buford faints.
Buford faints from drinking the 60-year Macaulay.
Yeah, because also I've realized that I am actually picturing Colonel Mustard from the Clue movie as Buford.
Oh yeah, there is a kind of Colonel Mustard thing going on.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wayne John Hagg, very gently picks Buford up, sits him in a chair, rolls his eyes towards Cue Ball, being like, this fucking guy.
Searches his pockets for money.
Searches his pockets.
Damn, he ran his pockets.
Okay.
Cue Ball's covering her ears.
Oh, yeah. The 3 cousins are like, flapping about.
They're covering each other's ears.
Oh, what now? No, seriously, what now?
Yeah, I think, yeah. I mean, I want to tell the cousins about the murder. I think Dutch Welsh comes in and he says, there's been a murder.
Sorry,
Perhaps
who did you tell about the murder?
The cousins.
the cousins.
Oh, the cousins. No, stop. No,
true.
seriously, stop.
Laura with her face, with her face pale and horrible. Sophia, she's dead in the coin room. And what's more mysterious, the door was locked from the inside.
Yeah, my uncle doesn't let anybody in the coin room, Aiden, coming in now, fumbling with some sort of like remote to try and turn off the alarm, but it's not working because, 1, he does not know the right code anymore. But 2, we've said it's malfunctioning.
I don't know how she got in there, but she's not coming back out. She's dead.
Okay, someone should cue ball now. I'm cue ball now, I think. Someone should get her like some water or sit her down or shut off the alarm so we can breathe.
Laura sinking into a chair next to Buford Nips.
The unconscious Buford
The
Nips.
unconscious Buford Nips, sort of like dimly recognizing that he might also have fainted. It does not understand what is going on here. I think Wayne John, actually, gives her a glass of water. Wayne John goes out and the alarm stops.
Oh.
Yeah. I think Cedar tries the front door and is like, the door's locked. We can't leave. Cousins, we can't leave.
What?
But I wish to.
But there could be a killer in here.
There's almost certainly a killer in here if the room was locked. It has to be one
Could
of
have been
us.
an accident.
And I think it was her. And he points at Cue Ball. I don't know who the
hell?
hell she is, and she's unsettling looking.
How? What? I don't know who any of you weirdos are, and I'm not pointing fingers. Okay, well I know who Laura is because like
It could have been anyone except the three cousins.
Uh-huh. Do you,
Our alibi
I'm
is
just saying,
airtight.
first person to point finger is usually has a guilty conscience about something.
Now, hold on a second. I'm drawn to a little message down here which says English French somehow appears once the murder has happened, invited by another guest.
Bloop.
No clips in.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
How does he appear? Well, hang on. Let me see if there's any other business we need to do.
I have a great idea.
Yeah, wait, hang on.
Well, first of all,
once we have a
English
shared
French,
understanding of the murder, we will
Okay.
tidy up the narrative of its discovery, ensure everyone is on the same page with these details, then move to the investigation phase. Who found her? Dutch Welsh. Where did he find her? Inside the locked coin room. How had she been killed? She'd been bludgeoned to death by a statue of King Croesus, and there was a passageway revealed underneath the statue of King Croesus. Is there anything else that we're missing or that we want to make clear in this moment?
Pinky is still in the public quarters.
He is still in the public quarters. That's true. Sylvie, did you have something?
no, I just like public quarters. I just think that's funny.
Okay, Sylvie, what's your English-French appearance?
I really like the idea of English French having to climb in through the window.
Because the front
Like
door
we
is
just see like his little head pop up. There's like a comical amount of snow on the rim of whatever hat he's wearing, and he's just like, "Bonjour, would you mind? It appears the front door is no longer working. Could I trouble one of you fine people to simply open this window and step back?"
Who is it most interesting
To have called?
recognizes him? Yeah. Or is like, my
Um,
God, English French, you've arrived.
I think I want to rule out Pinky. Because
Yes,
Pinky
I
is
think
not
so.
is maybe the least interesting. It could be. Okay, wait. I've got a pitch.
Okay.
Dutch Welsh and English French are not cousins, but they have a cousin in common.
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but I definitely think that Dutch Welsh knows English French.
I think English French pops his head up and he says, Dutch?
Cousin of my
English.
cousin.
Cousin of my cousin.
What are you doing here, Dutch?
I'm on a job.
Interesting.
I mean, I'm doing my job.
Here's my pitch for who hired English French. It's Buford Nips, who suspects that something is going on.
Has always suspected.
Yeah, not with the job necessarily, but with like maybe Wayne, you know, the Yeti thing. I'm not sure. But then why would he invite him here? I don't know. I doubt Dutch doesn't seem happy to see English, so probably hasn't invited him.
Okay, here's my. I'm just gonna go through and I'm going to name every character that I think could have called English French. Cue Ball,
Yes.
Pinky Huckleberry,
Yeah, although we've ruled him out because Sylvie's not. I think correctly.
I think it's just a little too like I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit pat.
I'm just saying that could have.
Could have. Yeah, sure.
Newton Henry Hertz, because he has not been in vocal in a scene yet, so we don't know.
Actually, quite true.
I'm going to rule out Dutch Welsh because
It's funnier.
he's
that
not
way.
a guest.
Also true.
Oh shit! Could have been Sophia.
I was just about to say it could have been Sophia,
Could have been Sophia. That's actually really fun.
and it also could have been Laura.
Or it could have been either, but they're twins, so that means they sound the same. I don't know where I was going with
Oh
that.
no, there is something there. I think English French, climbs in through the window and brushes the snow off his boots onto the floor. He's wearing like a puffy snow. He looks like Snoopy wearing the snow jacket.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
he's got that shit on.
Yeah. If you're not familiar with this, what should I search? Snoopy coat?
Winter Snoopy.
Winter Snoopy. Winter Snoopy.
He's wearing like one of those like fuzzy hats too.
Yeah, definitely. And we're talking Snoopy in the blue puffer jacket, not in the red puffer jacket. The one where puffer jacket is
huge one.
gigantic. Yes,
Yeah.
the huge one. And he says, "Terrible alarm going on there, and I couldn't get in through the front door. Where's Sophia?"
She's dead.
It's awful. That's Laura saying that.
"Oh my God, Laura, are you okay? What happened?
Of course I'm not okay. My sister is dead.
An accident?"
A communist.
English French kind
The
of like
circumstances of our conception have nothing to do with this. She was killed, murdered, struck down.
and then the camera cuts back to English French, and he's holding a notebook. The little man begins.
Dutch Welsh is not holding a notebook, but is typing into a little thing on his wrist. That's what he's got. He's got a little like wristwatch.
Okay. It's time to begin the investigation.